All right, someone give us a recap of what happened last time.
We just found
on a message.
What did we find?
We found the
cart. The merchant cart. Not merchant cart.
That is correct.
Yes, and we found the thing with the three-eyed dragon head on it. That symbol was also on the creatures that we just killed. And that's about where we left it. We just finished fighting those things.
I mean, right now we have enough to technically complete our mission, I guess, but we can choose to see what.
Oh, there are human tracks as well. That we might be looking for survivors.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right. We do have at least enough to take back to the Guildmaster and find out, hopefully, what this symbol represents.
We were going to follow the path to keep tracking shit deeper, is what we had decided last week. If we want to change that, we can, but...
Well, we'll let y'all decide today.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I don't know about you guys' alignment, but I'm trying to save these, potentially helpless souls.
If there's people that need saving, I need to save them.
I think we're all in agreement.
Well,
That would probably
Mr.
help.
Investigator, can you, try to figure out where they headed?
Yeah, absolutely. I see a map with 4 knolls. I'm assuming that's for later, or is that for right now?
Later. Actually, hold on. Give me your, what characters are y'all right now?
I'm Quinn, the investigator.
I mean, what's the name of the character?
Oh, Seelah.
Quinn.
Quinn, Seelah,
Korakai.
Korakai,
Kyra.
Kyra. All right.
Oh, I've got my token. Somewhere.
Oh, and everybody can hear the music if you choose to do so. Right?
Through the AA thing,
Yeah, just watch the
Stream.
stream.
I always have it muted by default. No offense, I just love your voices.
it's deafened for me.
It'll start that way by default. You just gotta...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Got it.
This music selection will go very rapidly into different places because I have one giant list with like combat music and everything, but that'll work for now.
Okay, so y'all as a group are choosing to try and save these people.
Glory and
Look for
honor.
survivors.
Yeah.
All right, how are you doing so?
So there's a path of footsteps. I want to investigate and see if I can find where they lead from where we're standing right now. Oh, before I do that, did we loot the bodies of these gnolls? I don't remember.
I think Zack mentioned it because that's a Zack thing. Yes, you find almost nothing of value. Gnolls don't generally, or whatever they're called in Pathfinder, don't generally carry a lot of valuables on them. However, you do notice there are 3 of these pendants that you saw on the cart.
Cool. What is?
As a reminder, we saw run off into the woods as well.
You did.
Perhaps should either look for some footprints or follow that one.
I'm sure the captain will lead us in the right
Give
direction.
me a sec.
He hasn't led us astray yet.
No captain.
Miles, do you, I can't remember if we did a check on this or not. Would you say that trying to recall any knowledge of these pendants is considered occultism, or is that something else?
It can be, but you've already tried, and you had no idea what the symbol was.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so I want to check to see if I can find the human footprints and start following those.
All right. Let's get a check from you.
I'm using my magnifying glass too.
All right, so you see very clearly that these human footprints actually follow, or the knoll that just ran away follows the trail of the human footprints. So they are all leading in very much the same direction.
Okay. I want to. All right, gentlemen. Looks like that knoll ran off to where these survivors might be. Let's follow these tracks. I'm gonna start following.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
All right, let's get going.
All right, so after a short time traveling, you come across a chasm in the earth. Actually, I'm gonna have y'all do this. Have the group roll, or yeah, everyone roll perception.
Okay, so mine's gonna be a plus. Can you do a plus 11?
It's not perception, is it? It's something
It's
else.
something else. Right? Didn't we?
No, perception is definitely a thing. Very top of your sheet.
Yeah, 10. I wish.
Oh, okay.
Beyond used to. Okay, so mine is this plus 11.
Yeah.
Ha.
Nat 1 plus 13 for 14.
I got 19 total.
Okay, so a little brief aside, since Zack just rolled a nat 1, which I believe is our first one of this campaign, or one-shot thing. So the way nat 1s and nat 20s work in Pathfinder is they either move you up or down one success level, right? So you got a 1 plus what was your modifier, Zack?
13.
Okay, so that's a total of 14. Let's say the DC had been 10. You would have been a success because you made the number, but then dropped one to a fail because you had a nat 1, right? If the
Okay.
DC was 15 instead, you would have been a fail 1, or just fail because you didn't make the number, and then minus 1 would be crit fail because you
Crit
didn't.
fail.
number
Okay.
Because you hit the low end. Gotcha.
That is correct. That is also the exact way successes work, just, with positives.
So even if the AC was like 30 and you rolled a nat 20,
You get one.
it would only bump you up. You wouldn't automatically get there.
Yeah, it would just be a success if you didn't make it with your modifier.
Rolled a 3-7.
So, Kyra, you are in shock as the entire group stops suddenly, as you catch the strong odor of rotten meat and sulfur pouring out of this crevice on the ground.
Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting!
Yeah, you don't smell it.
Oh, I don't smell shit. Okay. I just run into the back of them.
Yep.
I want to peer into this chasm.
All right, you look down. Let's find out what you see.
Is he obscuring our vision of it?
He is not. It is actually quite wide and quite large. Mr. Investigator, your keen eyes, somehow prepared to see deep into the gloom, see a natural path leading down into this chasm. Although you can't make out any details for sure, it's very narrow, and it goes fairly deep from what you can see.
Okay. Do I want to look for footprints? Are there any footprints on this?
No, there's no longer mud or dirt. It's now stone that you're looking down into. There are occasional splatters of blood, but no footprints.
What was that, Miles?
There are occasional splatters of blood, but no footprints.
Where do the footprints that we were following end?
At the chasm.
At the chasm. And then, like, directly after where they end is the path, or is the path somewhere else?
It's right there where they end.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I think our escaped Noel has gone down this path. How are we feeling about this?
Doesn't bode well.
Let's follow.
Korakai's gonna look. Is there a way to get in there?
Go down here.
Yeah.
Yes, there's. Let's find out. No, it's too bright out. You don't really see much. Your eyes are still adjusting to the brightness, the shift between bright and dark.
Well, presuming we can get in there, there's probably more of them down there. That doesn't bode well, that ominous glow.
That's true.
Do you want me to cast light on a rock and throw the light rock down the chasm?
That might alert.
Good thinking.
Yeah, that might alert.
But if it alerts them, they might come up and we might be able to channel them.
That's to assuming the one that ran away hasn't already alerted them.
Well, fighting up here is safer than going down there.
Yes, but we're probably gonna have to go down there eventually if there's people down there. That being
Well, I
said,
say we throw the investigator down and follow him.
we could just approach cautiously and turn tail and run. If things get too bad.
I can lead the way.
I think that's a good idea.
I begin to quietly step down this chasm. Carefully.
Right.
Seeing anything as I'm descending.
So still quite blinded from the stark difference between above ground and below ground. As you're descending, you're very, very careful with your feet, making sure you don't slip. Give me an athletics check. Actually, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Athletics, because that's kinder. 22.
All right, so as you are descending, you feel parts of this platform, or ramp, as it were, crumbling beneath your feet, but you're able to definitely avoid sliding down further into the chasm or falling off the edge. Still too blinded by how bright it is out. Your eyes haven't fully adjusted yet, but you know a fall would probably be perilous.
Watch your steps, fellas. This doesn't appear to be stable.
You see anything down there?
What do I see?
No, as I said, your eyes still haven't adjusted yet. You're having difficulty making out things in the gloom.
I can't see anything, Korakai. The sun had blinded me. It's a little dark down here.
Oh, steady ahead then, I guess. Be careful.
May need that light
Would you
cantrip.
like me to cast light on you? Here.
Ah, yes.
Allow me to see your sword. Is that what you have?
Yes, I raised my sword above my head.
And I touch his sword and cast the light cantrip. There you go.
Ah, sword looks much better, dazzled with light, and I hold it in front of me as I descend.
All right, the light is a welcome reprieve from the darkness, and your eyes quickly adjust back to where they were before. You do very clearly see the path now. It is quite narrow, but you will be able to make it out as you travel down. There's not a lot else you can tell. The light does not extend very far.
So I just hold it pretty close and make sure all my members here can have a good vision on the pathway.
All right. Everyone roll perception. Let me know if you get below 20.
Don't roll the d10.
Perfect 20.
27.
I'm above 20.
27 as well.
Same here.
This
Alright,
game
so
makes me feel like a high roller.
As you all are descending, you'll hear the cackling laugh of gnolls echoing off the halls as you descend down into this chasm.
There are demons about. Be ready, team.
Best be on our guard. I can't hear how many there are.
I try to listen to see how many different critters I might hear. And if I can point them out.
What'd you get on your perception roll?
20.
A nat 20?
No, a 12 plus the 8.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
It's very hard to tell. It almost seems like this chasm itself is designed to echo, and they are making very good use of it.
Okay. Continue to descend.
All right. The group continues descending, and then you eventually come upon a large temple, may be the wrong word, but a large room with a stone floor, pillars surrounding, holding up the roof, and 12 plinths scattered around the room.
Oh, what?
What's a plint?
It's like a pedestal. It's probably a good synonym. At the far end, you see a door with what appears to be a symbol on the door that matches the pendant.
This appears to be a giant chessboard of some sort.
This must be their gathering place or some sort of a headquarters if the symbol is also here.
Do we know what this symbol might be? Or I guess if I'm close enough to see it, I'd like to inspect it, but not touch anything.
All right. Let's see what do you want to use to inspect this?
I'm just gonna hold my sword up and just look at it with my eyes from about 5-10 feet away.
Sorry, I mean what stat? What skill?
Oh. Perhaps I will use... Gosh, which one? Wait, I don't even see anything that would be good for it. See survival.
You can always use base perception too.
Oh. Yeah, if I can just use my base perception, I'll just do that.
Alright, you are absolutely certain this is the symbol of Asmodeus. You've seen it before and it haunts your very nightmares. This symbol is almost antithetically opposed to everything you are. And you know for certain that is exactly what it is.
By the 9, this is the symbol of Asmodeus, team. This is pure evil.
Oh, Asmodeus. I want to recall knowledge on that.
Asmodeus, as in the mother of monsters?
Indeed.
You are recalling knowledge. How are you recalling knowledge? Quinn?
Let's see, it is... Where is it? No, it's somewhere.
No, just tell me which skill.
Occultism or society? I don't know which one is probably the better one.
Alright, you don't know if it's the fumes or the scent or the chaos that's gotten into Seelah's head, but you know for sure that Seelah is absolutely wrong about this symbol.
Oh.
Seelah, who can you tell me a little bit more about this symbol? Because I seem to think otherwise about it.
Well, it appears to be the symbol of Asmodeus, which is one of the 9 inhabitants, archdevils of hell. My sworn enemy. What do you think it is?
I don't know. What do I think it is?
Now that you see it
okay.
at large, you know that what you couldn't make it on the amulet is that this is the symbol of Lamashtu.
Of who?
Lamashtu.
That's the name of our campaign, isn't it?
It is indeed.
It's a little bit of a
Demon
tip.
Lord.
Okay, I just need to.
Yeah, do some quick reading if you need to.
Yeah. Give me just.
I saw a video on this guy today.
What other skill would I have used to inspect that?
There,
Sorry.
what?
that?
I was just saying, what other skill would I have used to have inspected that?
Religion.
You can always use perception, but yeah,
Okay,
religion would have
religion.
worked. Society, maybe, if you could make a good argument for it.
Well, Kyra, close, but this is the symbol of Lamashtu, who is the goddess of aberrances, monsters, and nightmares. Not that far off from Asmodeus, right? Is Asmodeus good or bad?
Evil. They're both
Yeah.
evil.
Asmodeus is evil. But
Okay, not too far off from Asmodeus, but I do know they are not kin.
thank the gods. Well, sounds like a lesser
Well,
evil than I
don't
supposed.
Don't think the gods quite yet. I suspect there is evil about this part.
Well, let us purge it. What is this puzzle? Where are we going? I'd like to look around, and you said there was a door with the same symbol on it?
There is. As you look closer at the door, you see a small portion that is carved out. That looks almost exactly like it would fit one of these necklaces in it. Or amulets.
Who has the necklace? It appears we may need it.
There were 4 of them, so we probably all have one.
Oh,
Sounds like something I would have taken.
I pull. I guess I just check my pockets for them.
All right, you pull one out.
Forgot I had this.
let me roll for checking your pockets, dude.
The gods are with me on this day. Do you all feel safe with me pressing this locket to this door? Be ready for anything that comes out.
That being said,
Raid.
Mr. Cleric, do you have anything that might prepare us for what might wait on the other side of that door?
Oh, yes, I am almighty and all-powerful. But am I to understand that you want to open the door and run in and attack immediately?
Well, that was always my plan. That's the only plan I ever have.
Well, if
But we don't
that's
have
the
to.
case, I will cast, where the fuck is it? You and all your allies, yes. I will cast Bless as soon as he opens the door, but it only lasts 1 minute. So, but I want to get it in before we roll initiative if we're doing that, so I guess it's hard to say.
Entirely fair. Yeah.
Maybe like ready it as a reaction or something.
That is the thing.
Is that possible?
Well, it's double action. So, I mean, could I...
Yeah.
It would be out of your first
Could I,
action.
like if I see bad guys in there, can I cast it before we get thrown into initiative?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I like ready bless, and if I see bad guys in there, can I cast it before we get thrown into initiative?
Yes, I'll say you can do that.
So I would like to ready bless then.
All right.
All right, I take my little amulet and I slowly press it to the fitting in the door.
All right, as you do, you hear a grinding coming up from around where you're positioned. So the way this room is set up, there are 6 plinths on each side, or we'll say pedestals, on each side. And 4 start to rise from the ground. With small little bowls in the center. And you all hear a voice in your head that says, "Make the offering and enter."
Did you all hear that?
I did. Some sort of puzzle.
Saren Ray's not gonna like this.
You think it's blood? It's usually blood.
Unfortunately, it is usually blood.
From my days, it's usually blood.
It could be entire body parts, but I think we start with the former and make our way there. Since I'm a beefy guy, I'll go over to one of the pedestals that is raised, and take a small cut of my hand and drop a tiny bit of blood in there.
All right, you do that.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Well, maybe we should each put some blood into each one, or try something else.
So, did the doors open up, or these pedestals just started rising in front of the door?
The pedestals started rising in front of the door.
Can I take one of the extra amulets I have and put it in one of the bowls?
You may.
We only have 3 amulets left, correct?
Well,
Yes.
yours wasn't consumed, was it?
No,
Is
but
it
it's
stuck in the door. Okay.
Oh. Well, I stick the amulet in the bowl.
All right, nothing happens.
I want to take a look at these pedestal/bowls. Do I see like dried blood or even fresh blood that is not ours?
You do not. Let's find out what you do see. These look very well worn, but they're not in a bad state of repair. They're just very, very old stone. Not expertly carved, but definitely shaped by something. There is... On closer inspection, this looks more like a slot than a bowl.
Oh.
Is this slot shaped like anything in particular?
Not that you can recall off the top of your head. There is something in the back of your mind, though, you think it might be.
I don't believe blood is what we need to offer. Looks like you can fit another item in these slots. What it may be, I do not know.
Is it perchance? I want to take a look. Is it perchance just coin slot sized?
It is not coin slot size. I like the train of thought.
Put a token in, ride the ride.
No, this is not
What is the girth of this slot?
It's about the size of your hand, if you had to approximate.
I proceed to fist the slot.
Your fist goes into the slot. Are you putting your fist into one of the ones that does not have anything in it, or the ones that does have something in it?
I press my fist through my blood into the slot.
Nothing happens except the fact that you feel stone on your fist.
Can I pull my fist back out?
You can.
Okay, I pull my fist back out.
Well, that's a relief.
It's not fists.
Well, I'm stumped.
Can I look at the slot and see if I know, now that we're trying to stick stuff in the slot, if it's
Stick my
what it
dick in
looks
the
like?
slot.
We won't go there just yet.
Yes, so it is a shallow bowl. It is octagonal. So clearly something does fit in here. You just don't know what.
We need a stop sign.
By the gods, what is a stop sign? A sign of stop? Is this?
I look around the room around us. Is there anything that perhaps is that shape?
Yes, actually. The pedestals catch your eye.
Ah, you there, strong fellow. This looks about the right shape. Why don't you try moving that over there? And I pull the pendant off the altar to open that slot.
So what is this other item that is the same shape?
The pedestals have something on each of them,
Okay.
which is... Check the chat. As you walk around the room, you see all of these on the pedestals. And Quinn and Kyra, as you take a closer look at these pedestals that rose out of the ground, you see words inscribed upon them.
What are the words? I want to read Can I read the words?
Yes, you can. It is in common.
Alright, I want to read the words. I believe this is a riddle. We just need to find whatever item coincides with these words, with these sentences, and I think we're in.
I love it. What's the first one?
The cold sentinel hung in the sky. She sees the wild and governs the tide.
Well,
Sounds like a moon to me.
a crescent over the waves,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Indeed. What about the
Is
other
it heavy?
ones?
The second one is the hunger that needs no tongue. Its kiss is red, the voice is none.
The serpent winding around the chalice, perhaps?
Or the curved tooth.
Its kiss is red, its voice is none.
It needs no tongue.
I like how the music is like puzzle time.
Perhaps the curved tooth.
I think the tooth fits it better than the serpent. And then the third, the cradle of cries, the vessel of change. From her all horrors are born and unchained.
That's
The
the
pregnant
serpent.
woman, perhaps.
The cradle of cries, a vessel of change.
Oh yeah, the pregnant woman.
Is there a pregnant woman?
I don't know. Somebody
Oh,
said
yeah, there it
pregnant
is.
Woman. Yeah.
A stylized pregnant figure
Figure. I think that would be the one.
does appear pregnant.
I think you're right.
Fourth, the dancer whose steps are storms, she tears down the walls and laughs at form.
An eye cracked open wide, a thundercloud with a bolt fracturing downward.
That sounds like it. So are we in agreement of those 4 items? Shall we try to put them on the pedestals?
I think an eye cracked open wide is one thing, and a thundercloud with bolt fracturing downward is another thing.
Oh.
They're definitely
That is correct.
different
Those are
things,
different
but what
things.
do you
2 things, okay.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
last
Have the
one
paladin
dealt
do it.
with.
He could take a hit.
Yeah, he's not wrong, but you think a thundercloud with a bolt fracturing downward
Is the last one?
tears down walls and laughs at forms?
I think. Yeah.
I think it's just part of
Yeah.
the riddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it works. It fits kind of.
Oh, if
Well,
it doesn't
there's
work,
four.
it won't work. We can try another one. We're
Or we
fairly
all
certain
die.
on 2 of them, right?
On 3 of them, I would
3
say.
of them, yeah.
On 3, I
Let's-
think we're pretty close.
Let's start with the most obvious one, the first one. So I would grab the crescent over waves and bring it to the coinciding pedestal.
All right.
Put it.
All right. Nothing happens.
Well, I guess we gotta go broke, fellas.
You might just have to put them all on first.
I scurry around, bringing each thing to its pedestal.
In order.
I go to the second and do the
The tooth.
curved tooth. Yeah, curved tooth. And then the baby with the mom.
The pregnant.
And
pregnant
then,
figure.
yeah, the pregnant figure, and then the thunder cloud with the bolt.
All right. As you put the last one in, you hear the laughing of gnolls echoing around the room. And a glow comes out from the first 3, and the 4th is not glowing.
I think we got the 4th wrong. Quick, lads, what do we do?
The dancer who steps are
Swap
storms.
it out for the right one.
She tears down the walls and laughs at forms.
Crowned feminine head?
Crowned feminine.
Or a step unraveling into shards? The dancers whose steps are... I don't know. She tears down walls and laughs at forms. It might be the spiral unraveling into shards.
Oh, steps are storms.
Yeah.
Unraveling shards.
Yeah. Yeah. Laughs at all forms.
A spiral.
Yeah, we want it. A spiral
Okay.
unraveling into shards.
Quickly
Quick,
swap out
Switch them out.
for the spiral
I have a
unraveled shard.
feeling if we don't get this done quick, we're getting attacked. So
I've put the spiral unraveling into shards on the 4th pedestal.
As you do, a glow suffuses the air from the 4th pedestal, and with a deep grinding you feel within your bones, the door starts to rotate open.
Aha! We've done it.
Heck yeah! Puzzles.
today you remain Captain Quinn.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh,
Okay.
Captain, my Captain.
Quinn, Seelah, and Korakai. I also need... Who is missing? Korakai, I need your token on the
Yeah,
board.
there's a good bird on there. Grab that bird token. The Arakakra.
Did you guys just add a random token and rename it?
Yeah.
It's my player token. I just made it look like one.
I don't like being this close, DM.
I know. You're actually going to be over here. So, Korakai, Quinn, and Seelah, you all hear laughing this time, though not the same laughing you heard a moment ago. This one is emanating from directly behind the doors, and you can hear it very clearly through the sounds of the door grinding. Kyra, you are convinced that it is coming from behind you. This echoing is eating into your brain, and you're unsure where it's coming from.
They're behind us.
No, they're right in front of us.
I flip left and right, confused as to where the hell they are.
All right, and roll initiative.
Where's the initiative
Initiative is-
thing at?
Plus the perception?
So a thing with this too, so not on this combat, but like let's say we're fighting something, I don't know, deity type alignment. You don't have to use perception for initiative. You can use other things too, right? Like let's say you're trying to talk yourself out of a situation. You can use charisma, or you can use your society. So don't feel absolutely bound to perception for initiative with this.
Okay.
For this combat, you will be, but in future, think of other things you can
Okay.
use.
That'll just be whatever.
So now I'm a dirty 20.
I'm at wow, that was terrible. 12.
And I'm at 18.
I'm at 27.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this a different way because
This old man is fast.
I can't keep track of this. So what I do with initiative is I'm gonna go by fives. So I'll do like 30 to 25, 25 to 20, and that just helps me keep track a lot better. So hold on 1 second.
Oh, to write it in order. I gotcha.
Yep. I just have to actually bring up the monsters. Where the hell's the colo sheet? Oh. That one. Less than 9. Does
Fear
someone
no,
want to go ahead
gentlemen, Sarah Ray will guide us.
Does someone want to rename these colos real quick? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or am I the only one that can do that?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Awesome. All right, so 30 to 25.
27.
Right. $25 to 20.
20. Seelah.
All right, 20 to 15.
Korakai,
What'd you get?
18.
Okay. Uh, 15 to 10.
Quinn, 12.
All right. Top of the order, Kyra.
Do you do diagonal moves or no?
So when we do this, if we're doing whatever roll 20, we'll be using octagons or hexagons. Sorry. So feel free to use diagonal for now.
Okay. I want to move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces up here for 20-foot movement. Oh, I have 5 more foot, but that's fine. I'll stay back here. And then for the first time, I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna cast Bless for right now. And so within 5 foot of me, all allies get +1 status bonus to attack rolls. So I will take my last 5 foot of movement if you'll let me do that. So I'm within 5 foot of these guys, and they get +1. And then next turn, I can single action boost that. And then I'm going to cast Guidance on Korakai. And that's my turn.
Right. You want to tell Korakai what guidance does?
Guidance, you get +1 on basically everything.
Awesome.
Attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, skill checks. It's the same thing you got last week.
Yep, good summary. All right. Fellow one's going to charge in, not making any bones about this. Will a 19 hit?
A 19. Hold on, I'm looking at something else. think a 9. No, it will not.
All right. I assume a 23 will, though.
It will barely.
All right, it's going to rush in, lunging, snapping its fangs, slashing with its claws, slashing you for 12 damage. Sorry, 10 damage. I did the math on that wrong.
Can
And
you
then it
post
is-
that link again? I can't find it. That has like all the things you can do with your action that aren't on your character sheet.
It's
It
a
should be in the
download.
2E channel.
Yeah. Just check your downloads.
Hold on,
Check the
sorry.
what? Downloads?
TF2E actions is what mine is in my download history.
I have no idea what you mean by downloads.
Like top right of your browser, just hit like your download
Oh, you
history.
Control J on your browser. That'll work too.
It's May
I found it.
21st in
Why
PF2E.
did I not pin a message? Did Mike not make me an admin in here?
I found it. I'll pin it.
I think I can make you an admin. I cannot make you.
Well, he pinned it already.
I'm gonna have to print this out. Stick it on the wall.
Yeah, it is extremely useful. Alright, but Seelah, it is your turn.
With my movement, first thing I'm gonna do. Move central to the party. I'm gonna raise my shield. Third action. I am going to strike at 3.
Alright.
So, with my melee weapon, 8.
Wait, just an 8?
Melee longsword is 2d8 plus 4.
No, what'd you get to hit?
Oh, I hit, sorry, 15, 16, 19.
Will not hit.
Oh, really? Oh, wait. Wait, do I roll my... I just roll my d8s to hit, right? Not a d20, I don't know, I'm spacing.
No, you roll a d20 to hit.
Oh, whoops. Those are my 2 d8s, let me roll my d20. So it's plus 14. I hit it at 22.
That will hit.
Did I hit it? Okay. And then you want me to reroll or keep my 15 for my 2
You can keep
d8s?
your 15.
Okay.
Just a 15?
So 19 damage, actually. Sorry, I didn't add my plus 4 from my slashing. 19
Alright.
damage. That's all 3 of my actions, so that's my turn.
Alright. They're going to surround you. A couple of 2 is going to run in. And he's going to take 2 swings at you with his axe. $25 and 19.
Okay, so meets beats, and then the second one does not hit.
All right. You just got extremely lucky with that damage roll. 8 damage.
Ooh. Yeah. Subtract. Oh, I can't. Shield block is a trigger effect. Does that happen automatically if I have my shield raised?
It is a reaction.
Am I able to use reaction? Does that like count on my next turn? Or reaction's a separate pool, right? Like you can use it.
You
once
essentially
per-
get one reaction every turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take that damage then and not react.
All right.
And it's
All right. Color 3. Party being positioned in a perfect spot to attack you will swing away since you slashed at him. You know what? He's just gonna go crazy on this one.
I love the idea that you can actually do that. Have a character or a mob just go crazy. Even though it's not...
like with all their actions.
Yeah, even though it's not like, you know, in their best interest, they could lose it and just go whack you 3 times.
Especially if you're low on health.
Yeah. That's right, yeah, so you only got 1 HP left, you're like, fuck it.
They can just swing away.
All right. So yeah.
Go ahead with your math. I'll ask when it's my turn.
23, 21, and 8.
I'll miss if those are. Yeah, heck yeah.
All right. What you got, Zach?
If somebody gets knocked, does a heal bring them out of the knock?
Yes.
Good question.
Okay.
Yes. There's. Sorry, I'm
And
trying to
they
think.
don't go negative?
They do not. So Pathfinder actually here, which is a good learning point for all of us. See if I can bring it up. Okay, so when you drop to 0, you are disabled. Right? You're not completely unconscious. You can move, and that's about it. But if you do anything else, you will drop dead. Dying is when your hit point goes negative. If it goes negative past your Constitution score, you're just dead.
It can't be brought back to life, dead?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, sorry, hold on, let me bring this back up.
Oh, that's really easy to die then. If I go negative 10, I'm dead as hell. You already got monsters hitting for over 10. That's scary.
Sorry, hold on. That's first edition. Let me bring this back up. Where's the player core?
I saw a video. It's like there's different levels to death. You start at 0, then you go to like -1, -2, -3. And
Yeah, so essentially it's a flat check versus 10, right? So you're rolling a d20 trying to beat 10. For every failure, you get a stacking -1. So let's say you're at dying 1, and you roll a 10. That would now be a 9. And then if you succeed, you bump up a level. So you go up and down, up and down. Healing will bump you. I'll actually look into that because I don't recall off the top of my head. I'll look into that, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if somebody get knocked, if I could just bring him back up. Like, I have stabilize, but I feel like...
I'm pretty sure you can, but I'm getting Pathfinder and D&D rules crossed in my head all the time.
I'll look it up real quick. I'll look it up.
All right, Korakai's damage. Or Korakai's turn.
Alright, I'm going to move here. Use a cantrip shield. And cast heal at the first level on Seelah.
Aw.
Very kind of you.
For 2 healing.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's for if it's undead. And yeah, that's my turn, and I've got my shield effect. My cantrip shield operates like raising a shield, but I don't have to use a hand.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, what does Bless do, by the way? I completely forgot on my turn if Bless affected me.
You got
+1.
+1, but you're not close enough to me. It's only a
Okay.
5-foot ball right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna make it bigger next round. Promise. I found the line that explains it, by the way. You lose the dying condition automatically if you wake up if you ever have 1 hit point or more.
All right, there we go. Also, be warned, when you lose a dying condition, you are still wounded in Pathfinder, which is a whole other thing. It doesn't do a lot, but it does add something to your character. And then you don't recover HP with a short rest like you do in D&D. You either need very specific skills to recover HP, or you drink a potion, or you heal. Your wounds do not magically stitch themselves shut. All right. On to Colo 4. He likes his position. He is going to, seeing that his companions have been unable to even hit Seelah's form with his towering shield, is going to move right here and swing at Quinn.
No.
Wow, that was garbage. Okay, I assume a 14 will not hit,
No.
but a 22.
Yes.
I would like to use Retributive Strike too as a reaction.
All
for
right, yeah. Why don't you tell the group what it does?
Yeah, what does that do?
Alright, so Retributive Strike. An enemy damages your ally as long as both are within 15 feet of you. Effect, the ally gains resistance +3 against the triggered damage. If the foe is within reach, you can make a melee strike against it. So I assume you just subtract 3 from your damage, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Would that be before I know the damage, or am I allowed to say that after you to say the damage?
What does the exact wording say on Retributive Strike?
An
believe
enemy
it's only-
damages your
Okay.
ally.
So I will say, as written.
Damages just means it hits, though. It doesn't necessarily mean it's done.
No, because I'm not rolling damage to determine. Because they could take no damage, right? If I roll really poorly on the damage, or if you're immune to it. We'll say after I roll. We'll go with that for now.
Yeah.
So that is 10 damage total.
Does that include the Retributive Strike, or?
It does not. Are you triggering Retributive Strike?
Yes.
All right, so 7 damage.
And then
And
I will
swing
take
away.
my swing while I can.
Oh, that's cool.
Come on. Yeah, it feels nice as a protector. You can like do a little offensive.
And it triggers, like, they don't have to leave your area of effect.
Yeah. And you can pair it with like ranged. So if I like go down a ranged pathway, I could basically use Retributive at like range with like different spells even too. It's kind of cool.
Or if you have a weapon with reach, really useful for that too.
With reach. So I roll 14. Does a 22 hit?
It will indeed.
For 7 damage.
All right, and that was on Colo 5? 4?
4. Yeah.
All right, Colo 5's turn. He's going to pull out his bow and start shooting at Kyra. Uh, 23 and an 18. Sorry,
23 hits. Oh. 20 what and 13?
23 and 13.
23 hits.
All right. For 8 damage. He will then go up here. No, you know what? We'll go there. All right. Quinn.
Okay. I devised a stratagem. I rolled a nat 1. But with that stratagem, I'm just going to attempt to push this kobold 4 or this gnoll 4 from within striking range.
All right.
So it'd be a 1 plus what kind of check do you want?
Why don't you tell me what push says?
Push is a shove, pushing an opponent away from you. Page 2 doesn't tell you exactly. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, hold on. I'll just link it.
Shove. It is athletics check. For 5.
That definitely fails.
Sweet. So that's 2 actions. With my last action, I just want to go ahead and swing at it with my sword cane. God damn, dude. That's a 14 hit.
It does not hit.
I'm just not getting good rolls today. All right, and that's my turn.
When it was big damage first game, terrible damage this round. All right. Colo 6 will also pull out his bow, move next to his friend, and let off a shot at Kyra and a shot at Quinn. Kyra 27, Quinn 18.
Hits. Misses.
For 4 damage, Kyra.
Done.
All right.
And that's 6 that just shot me.
Yep. Yeah, 6. Back to Kyra.
You see, so first I extend my bless, and it's written wrong on this sheet, so it actually goes out to, if I look at the spell, 25 feet around me. Everybody has +1 to attack rolls. So
Yep.
that should be everybody at this point.
Oh, nice.
Cool. But
And,
not everything. Just attack rolls.
You see
Yeah.
Kyra
Do I
lift his hand and point at Knoll 6 and say, "The power of Sarenrae compels you to burn," and whips fire. What is the name of that move? Fire ray at it. So I have to roll to hit, and that's an 18 plus 11 for 29.
That'll hit.
And then 6d6 fire damage. For 19 fire damage.
That was on number 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have a question about Bless. Is that on your next attack roll, or can I choose the attack roll?
It's an aura around me, so you just get +1 on your attack rolls.
All of them?
All of them. As long as I have bless up.
Unless I'm mistaken, that should extend by 10 feet. So yeah, that'll reach everyone. Then extend to 25 feet. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, you
so
can reach
it
everyone.
written in my character sheet, it says it starts with 5 foot and then it extends by 5 foot, but apparently that's the 1E rules.
Yeah.
So you gain fun once. Yeah, so yeah, you guys just have +1 on attack rolls as long as I have bless up.
Yeah, so we're... There we go.
Yep.
All right, Colo 1. Korakai, you're going to die.
Dang.
I mean, not literally.
That's an
Definitely
awfully
not.
big square. What's the
19 and
square?
18.
19 and 18. Neither hit.
All right, he is going to Take a step over here. That was too far. There we go. All right, Seelah.
First thing I'm going to do is I am going to attempt to shake the enemy's resolve, and I am going to intimidate number 2 by just screaming at the top of my lungs and telling him to fight me, you foul demon.
Hell yeah.
With that, I'm then going to raise my shield. Does anything happen when I do that? Like, is there a success for intimidating?
I don't know. What does it say?
Shake an enemy's resolve. Oh, page 247. Oh gosh, where's that?
You can
just
pull up
Google.
that thing he
Pull up that wiki and just type it
Archives
in.
of
It'll bring you right
Nethys.
to the spell.
Does this pop up? Okay, so you can use Intimidate to force an opponent to act friendly towards you. For 1d6 times 10 minutes with a successful check. The check is equal to 10 plus the target's hit dice. That doesn't sound right.
Did you just look at him and say, "I'm the captain now"?
What was the ability called?
Demoralize. It's like intimidation.
That sounds like first edition that you just read.
Oh, maybe it's... Oh, hold on. Maybe I don't even have that skill. I thought you could just intimidate someone in general. I didn't know.
No, demoralize is a
That's a skill.
skill. Yeah, an intimidation. Do you have that?
I don't have that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Thought it was like an action basic. Okay. Whoops. Gosh, I don't know what else to do. Well, I'll raise my shield. And then I'm gonna take a swing at number 2 here.
All right.
Uh, 27 hits.
It will hit.
For 19 damage.
All right, nice hit. Number 2 is going to swing back at you. He is enraged.
Oh.
And I'm not even going to tell you results. He misses all 3.
Oh. Okay, we'll take that.
Actually, you know what? That is a crit fail. He is going to swipe with his axe and hit his friend.
Oh.
All right, so enraged, the gnoll swings at you and completely misses, blow glancing off your shield, landing in his buddy's arm, causing a deep wound.
What I just found that I do have is Intimidating Glare. I'm just looking it up.
As we listen to the peaceful Elven Grove music.
So peaceful.
Randomizer's on point tonight.
I need to bring up that wiki thing because I'm not having luck on Google. It's kind of messy.
Archives of Nethys.
If anyone has it up, I'm looking up Intimidating Glare. They're faster than me. Doesn't just says you can demoralize with a mere glare. When you do, demoralize loses the auditory trait and gains the visual trait.
So yeah, the prerequisite is trained in intimidation, so you could definitely do that.
Okay. It just doesn't say anything as to what it does or what needs to be rolled.
Demoralize.
It loses the auditory trait and gains the visual. So if we look at, hold on. Demoralize, if they do not speak your language, you get a -4 penalty to it. So it essentially removes that -4 penalty. So you can glare at, I don't know, a wolf or a bear or something and demoralize them too.
And what does that take 4 off of?
So I'm going to link this real quick in chat so you can see what I'm talking about.
See the circumstance penalty, but what is that?
It removes that circumstance penalty.
Oh.
I just don't. I'm not understanding.
You don't know what demoralize does, is what you're asking?
Yeah, like I'm looking at it, but I don't see that like what it does.
They become, look at the very bottom, success and critical success.
Yeah.
They become frightened 2 or frightened 1. And frightened means you take a -1 for every step of frightened you are to all your abilities.
Gotcha.
So you're debuffing them with frightened.
Which is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. And when I'm doing that, I'm guessing I can't obviously do anything else that requires like concentration.
No, that's not a
It's
concentration.
not a
blade.
concentration. Yeah.
Just a one-timer. Oh wow.
No, it's not even a one-timer. You can literally just add infinitum, repeat it.
Okay.
Unless you fail. If you fail, you can't do it at the same target.
Even if you pass, they're immune for 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you do it again, they become frightened 2, then frightened 3.
No.
No.
No?
Regardless of
only-
result, the target is immune.
Yeah, you can only use it once. So either
Yeah.
they get frightened 1 or frightened 2, and then you have to use it on a different target.
Gotcha.
However, different sources of frightened will stack, and you can, everyone can intimidate and glare at the same target.
Just scare the shit out of something.
There is a really funky interaction we'll get into at session 0 about the way negative modifiers stack, but we do not need to discuss it today. Please just remind me to talk about it. Okay, so next 3 will swing at you. We'll get a 23 and 18, and a 20 doesn't crit fail, does it?
For me?
Yeah.
My AC is 25.
Okay, so that was a nat 20, but the result with the -10 was 20, so that'll bump up to a success. So 3 will try biting you, and then slashing at you twice. The bite is a success with 10, 12 plus... Hold on. 14 damage.
Okay, I'll use my shield for that.
Okay.
What's that reduce it to you for? 10?
Reducing the damage by 5. And you
Okay,
said it
so
was
9.
14, so down
9.
9.
I'm just trying to do
Okay.
math on y'all's hit points so I can heal you,
Yeah.
right?
And
There's
then
a lot
16 for the next one.
16. Okay, and I can't block more than once, right?
That should stay up for the whole turn, if I'm not mistaken.
The whole turn. Yeah, as long as I have it raised. Okay. So you said 17.
No, that is not the whole turn. Let me double check 2E.
Because you'd think if I'm hunkering down with my shield up, I would be able to do it for each hit.
That's where the hit points of your shield come into play. You take a bunch of attacks, your shield starts taking damage.
Yeah.
Like
No.
Shields at night.
Yeah,
Depends
that's with
on
further
where-
ability to continue doing it.
Wow, okay, so I can just block that 1, take the 5 damage to the shield, minus the 5 from my health, and then I just take the rest.
There you go.
Okay. So
In my
it's,
calculations, you should be down 33 hit points.
yeah, I should be at 47 health now.
All right, Korakai.
All right, you see the ethereal glow of my shield drop, and you guys now notice that for whatever reason, Korakai, even in a closed room with no airflow, has a ruffle in his feathers. That ruffle begins to accelerate into quite a bit of wind that extends for 5 meters around him as he casts Tempest Touch on Knoll 2. And that is a DC 21 Fortitude save that I need from him.
All right. Fails.
Alright, so he takes 3d4 cold damage plus 3 electric.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
Sorry, I moved away to grab my dice. So he takes 3d4 plus 3 electric damage. So that's 2, 4, 7 plus 10 damage total. 3 of it is electric. And this wind just continues to go around him. Doesn't affect anything as of yet. And then Korakai proceeds to cast another cantrip of Electric Arc off his fingertips at number 2 as well.
All right, who was that first one targeting?
Number 2.
Okay. You just save on the second one?
So the second one, I'm reading it now. It doesn't automatically hit it. The second one gets a DC 21 reflex save to avoid getting hit.
What's your DC?
For what?
Well, you said DC 21.
DC 21 reflex on the second target of the electrical arc. The first one hits. And that,
Okay, crit fail.
so that is... So that's double the... It's 28 damage on the first one that crit failed. Or is that for the reflex?
That was for the reflex save. The second one.
Okay, the crit fail is 24 damage. And then
Alright, you are going to kill this guy.
And then how's
Jesus
number
Christ.
2 looking?
That was number 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's just for it to jump from 2 to 3.
Wait, so who was making the reflex save?
The second person, the second person to get
Okay.
hit from the arc.
Okay, 3 crit failed.
Okay. 3 crit failed, that's 24. And then the first one just gets hit, I believe.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, you'll kill both of them. Describe in elaborate detail your murder of these coals.
As these winds pick up, just like last time, I let a bolt out of my hands and they seemingly just short circuit and drop to the floor.
Alright.
So 2 and
Oh,
3 are
God.
dead.
2 and 3 are dead.
And that is my turn.
Nine, 4 to 5. 4 being genuinely terrified now. He's going to run this way, pull out his bow, and fire 2 shots at you, Korakai.
Ooh, I wonder if the wind affects his arrows. Let me see.
Which one is shooting?
4.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, the wind is not strong enough yet, but if I were to keep this madness going, it does affect arrows.
Alright, a 30 and a 19.
Okay, the 30 hits and the 19 misses.
Or 5 damage.
Very respectable 5.
5 is going to shoot at Kyra and then Korakai. Actually, no. Who did the healing just a minute ago?
I did.
It's gonna fire both of you. Uh, 16 and 25. 25 will hit. For 7 damage.
And I will use Retributive Strike for that second one there.
All right.
So that's 4 damage.
4 damage. And then
No, it reduces it by 3, right?
Yeah.
So it should be 2 damage. Because it was 5 damage.
5 was the
5 was
first one,
the
and the
first
second
one.
was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad, my bad.
But we can do 2, you know.
And then I roll a 28 to hit. It's not 20.
All right.
Damage 7 for 13 damage. If I can reach, can I reach 4 actually with my
No, but you can use a
sword?
spell if you have one. Do you have a spell ready?
Can I use a short bow?
No, because you have your shield equipped.
Oh, so
And
the
you've already
15
used
feet
your
is just...
reaction. Hold on, you've already used your reaction to shield block too.
Oh, I can't use that. So those are both trigger. Trigger means reaction.
Yep.
Oh, I screwed up. You took 7 damage, Ben. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I'm still here.
It's fine.
We are
I'm just
learning.
dead now.
You're here for.
I disregard.
All right, Quinn.
Okay. I'm gonna devise a stratagem. I'm actually gonna take an acid vial and I'm gonna chuck it. Damn, 20 feet is big.
No, you're looking at diameter, not radius. 4 squares.
Okay, boom. We'll just say I chuck it at. Let's do 5. Chuck it at 5, so that's a 15 to hit.
It's a 15 saving throw, or you rolled a 15 to hit?
I rolled a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, rolled a 15 or 15 plus what?
No. 15 to hit. I didn't roll a 15. So it's 3 plus 12.
What?
So it's a 15 to hit. I rolled a 15 to hit 5.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, does not hit.
Okay. But it does do splash damage, which is just 2 acid damage to whoever's in the circle.
All right, I'm gonna say they get a reflex save, and they'll take half if successful. Nat 1 failed hard, so he'll actually double his damage. We'll say that. And a nat 20, the other one succeeded. So pick one to fail, Sab.
We'll do 4.
All right, he'll take 4 damage.
Nice. So that's. I only have 1 action left. Use the rest of my movement. I'm just gonna get in front of Kyra over here. Actually, right here. That's my turn. Yeah, it does go away.
On me?
It is.
See.
Zack, you were saying something. I couldn't hear you. You cut out, or my internet did.
Yeah, he cut out for me too.
My shit has been fucking up all night. I'm gonna. Everybody still has bless, but I'm going to
3
Bless you.
action heal. So everybody gets 3d10 hit points.
Sweet.
9 plus 8 is 17 plus 3 is 20. So everybody heal for 20.
Dang.
Damn.
Fucking healers are OP.
Well, I'm probably about to get dog shit on this next round because Miles likes healers.
No, I don't. Well, okay.
The monsters like killing healers because his
Yes.
monsters are smart. That's what I meant.
I'm not targeting you intentionally. I apologize.
No, you're good.
I do like the big swings of health, though, whether it be damage or healing. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, once your health pool starts to get massive, it'll be like a constant up and down.
And then so that was all 3 of my actions. So that is my turn.
All right. Polo 1. You know what? He's gonna commit. We're gonna go full send it. 29, 19, and crit fail.
Hits once.
All right. And we're doing less damage now since he killed his companions. 6 damage.
Take it.
And then swinging his wax wildly, he'll actually hit his friend for 8 damage.
These guys are very intelligent.
Thanks for noticing.
Hey, team, these guys are idiots. They're doing the fighting for us.
Oh, they're real dumb.
Wait till you crit fail.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared.
All right, Seelah.
Crit fails a bomb or something.
I will intimidate 1. So I'll glare at him with disgust. Do I have to roll anything to pass that?
Yes.
I roll.
Hold on.
I don't see it anywhere. I don't even see it on Gaithes.
I'm pretty sure it was intimidation.
Tribbin.
Demoralize.
Intimidating stare or glare.
So attempt an intimidation check versus will DC. Which means you'll be using... you can choose... no, intimidation and charisma. It's on your sheet. Look under skills.
Feats and abilities. I don't see it.
Under skills. The place with all the numbers and the abilities.
Oh, yep. Okay, so I just have to beat my own.
No, you have to beat his
Charisma?
will save.
His will save.
Or his will DC, which... oh, to calculate DCs, just a little heads up on this. Where are these actually on your sheet? So, if everyone looks at... does everyone have Seelah's sheet pulled up?
I can pull it up.
Actually, it doesn't matter. Look at the bottom of your sheet. First page, under defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Will,
Yeah.
see where it says will and there's a plus number?
Yeah, plus 10.
Yeah, for most of y'all, it's plus 10 or above. You don't see it?
Plus 13.
Yours is... yeah, yours is under defenses.
Yeah, it's
Ben?
under your... Yeah, I see it.
Oh, I thought you said you do not. Okay, so to calculate a DC for this, just add 10 to that number. Or add that number to 10. That's all it is.
Okay, so it's basically my will versus his, so I add that roll to it.
Yeah, so roll your intimidation.
Crap. Okay, it's a 2, so 12.
Definitely does not succeed.
Okay. I make a stupid face and nothing happens. My second action, I'll go ahead and raise my shield. And then with my third, I will just take a swing at one.
All right. Now, if y'all are noticing, this is not at -5 because that was not an attack with the intimidating glare.
Okay. 17.
What?
I hit a 31? Does a 31 hit?
That will crit.
Okay.
Nice.
Hell yeah. So 31, which means I roll 2d8. That's 8. So I rolled 12 for my damage, and then what do? I roll another d8?
I don't know, what traits does your weapon have?
2d8 plus 4 slashing, but I don't see what happens
Don't
if
you
I
have
crit.
deadly in the weapon?
That one's ranged, it's my short bow.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking at. So you just double the damage dice. And the damage, unless you're raging, and then it's a whole other thing.
Okay, so if I did 12 total, that means I did 22.
Roll
or
extra dice.
24. Oh, I have to roll, okay.
Yeah. Everyone loves rolling dice. Don't double your damage, double your dice.
27 damage.
All right. And that was versus 1.
Yes.
You will kill him.
Everybody likes to go in the microphone and make this sound before they blow somebody up.
Yeah, so I just take a good strong stance, stick my blade right through his chest, and pull it back out. That's it.
So that stupid face was just to distract him.
Yeah. Distracto face. It's my turn.
All right. See what went. Colo 2 and 3 are dead. Korakai.
All right, me and my windy body are going to run over just about here, and I'm gonna cast my cantrip again, the right way. It's written on the thing. So they both get the reaction save, which is 21. And if they fail, it's 2d4.
All right. So both get a save against 21.
And let me double check. I believe a save is nothing. Yeah, if they save, nothing happens. You just see the little sparks jump out and nothing happens.
It is a reflex save, right?
Yep.
1 failed, 1 crit failed.
Ooh.
Number 5 crit failed.
Oh, they crit failed. Okay. I thought you said they passed. Okay.
No. 1 failed, 1 crit failed.
Awesome. So one takes 5 damage and one takes 10 damage.
All right.
And with the remainder of my turn, I'm going to... Or no, I moved, so my turn is done.
Korakai. Letting out a howl of rage. 4 is going to run up here, switch to his axe, and swing at you. For a 29.
It's...
Does it crit?
No, 32 is a crit.
Okay, good. It's still going to be 10 damage. Nope, 12 damage.
I will retributive strike that because now I have a reaction.
Are you within range?
15 feet.
Holy crap.
Yeah, can you actually reach him with your sword, though?
I can't strike him, but I can reduce the damage. I just can't strike.
Gotcha.
within
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to swing again. For a 21.
That barely misses.
All right. Number 5 is... No, is that number 5? Yeah, it is number 5. He's going to join his buddy. And and come and charge and swing at you too.
Poor bird.
A 29 and a 14.
Alright, first one hits.
It does 6 damage.
Korakai is laughing maniacally as a strong wind is blowing in their faces.
Alright, it is Quinn's turn.
Okay, I devised a stratagem, and with that stratagem, I'm gonna target number 5 here. How far is your blast again, Kyra? 25 feet? I think it's 25 feet, right?
Kyra.
We'll say 25 feet for now.
Okay. 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
And which one are you targeting?
Whatever we go. 5 for
Okay.
8 piercing damage.
Alright.
And since I already moved, that turn.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, Colo 6 is going to keep being an asshole with a bow. He's going to fire off one shot at Quinn, one shot at Korakai. For 23 on Quinn,
That hits.
19 on Korakai.
That misses.
And hold on, let me see if this also applies. Okay, no, that doesn't apply to you. For 3 damage.
Okay.
Kyra's turn. Zack, you there?
Yep.
Alright. Is your blessed 25 feet now?
Yeah, it's 25 feet. I'm gonna use a point to extend it to 35 feet.
Okay.
So everybody should still have it, and that's 1 action. And then I'm gonna use a. I'm gonna shoot at 6 with my sling twice.
Right.
So the first one is a nat 1. So that's the 11.
Give me a d4.
1.
Alright, you take 1 damage as you whip this swing around and letting loose too early, walk yourself on the side of the head with the stone.
Damn it. Now let me ask you this. Is my second attack penalized, or is it the second time you hit a creature?
Second attack.
Okay, so I'm going to roll again. Try to hit him with -5. So that's a 10 plus 10 for a 20 minus 5 for 15.
It will fail.
And Kyra's like, Saren Ray, where have you been? And that's my turn.
Alright, back to the top. Or no, you were the top. 1 is dead. Seelah.
Alright. Gonna use 1 to move here. I'm within range of 4 and 5. And then I'm going to take a swing first at 4. Oh gosh, for an 18 plus 1 from the bless, if I'm within range, would be 19. Does 19 hit?
It will not.
Crap. I'm just going to swing again. So the first one's a -5 penalty, right?
Yep.
For, oh gosh. For 20. Does a 20 hit? Well, I
It
guess
will.
-5, that would be 15. Never
It
mind.
will not.
Crap. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, that was Seelah. All of 2 and 3 are dead. Korakai.
Alright, Korakai is going to let another crackle of electricity come out of his fingertips and hit 4 and 5.
Quick note. That is a ranged spell, right? Or is the range on it touch?
The range is 30 feet.
Hold on, let me look this up because you might have. You don't have to roll to hit with that, do you?
No, it's just a basic reflex save.
Okay, never mind. If you had to roll to hit, it would be a disadvantage, but since you don't have to, you're good.
Just like in D&D, right?
Yeah, but yeah, you're good. Reflex save. And whom are you trying to target?
4 and jump it over to 5.
Alright. 4 will crit succeed.
So nothing happens to 4.
5 will fail.
Five damage.
Alright.
And with the remainder of my turn, I'm going to raise up and cast my magical shield.
Okay. That was Korakai. Hello, 4. You know what? Being angry at you for being a spellcaster and knowing he can't hit the guy with the shield, he's going to swing at you.
Cool.
For a 28 and 23. I assume the 28 will hit, but the 23 will not.
That's correct. And the damage is reduced. While deleting my shield, it reduces the damage by 10.
Alright, so that's 11 damage, reduced down to 1.
And now I can't cast that anymore for a long time.
And he's going to take 2 steps back there. Alright, 5's turn. He's going to launch... You know what? He's got his axe. He's going to do a sweeping attack versus Korakai and Seelah. So, Korakai... Actually, we'll do Seelah first. A 30, I assume, will hit.
Yep.
And Korakai 23 plus 1, 24 minus 5, 19.
19 will not.
Alright. 4. 8. 10 damage.
10 damage, okay. Trying to see my other reactions, but I don't think I have anything. That's it.
Alright, Quinn.
22 to hit 5.
That'll hit.
Okay, for 9 damage. And then... So, hold on. Let's do... 12. Assuming that misses.
The 12 will miss. But the 9 will kill him.
But what?
The 9 damage will kill him.
Oh, never mind. Well, I guess instead of attacking a dead body, I'm just gonna move right next to 6, and that's my turn.
Alright. Please describe how you kill number 5.
With the flick of a wrist, I just slash this dude's neck and cut his head off.
Alright. Quinn, number 6, you move next to him. He would try and shoot with his bow, but you've ruined that for him, so he's going to pull out his axe and swing at you. 28 and an 18.
28 hits.
For 10 damage. You know what? He has no better options. He's going to commit. For 19.
Misses.
All right. Back to the top. Kyra.
Can I glance at, does 4 or 6 look worse or better?
Find out.
I'm gonna go ahead and go have 25 foot of movement.
Hold on. You wanted to know which one looks better or worse, right?
Well, I don't want to roll for it. I don't want to use part of my action for it.
No, you don't have to. I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Anything you're quickly observing, I'll give you to you for free. 4 looks like he's taking a little more of a beating.
All right. Well, in that case, I will cast Searing Light at 6. That's a nat 20 plus 11 for 31 to hit.
That will crit.
Okay. So that means he takes 10d6.
That sounds fun.
Holy shit.
8, 9, 25, 27, 29, 28, no, 30, 33, 34 damage.
All right. Please describe how you killed this guy.
Well, again, the power of Saren Ray compels you to burn. And the fire comes out of my hand, and just from this unassuming old man, you didn't know that such firepower could come out of him, and you're all quite impressed.
Wow.
And yeah, that's what we wanted. Did I do anything at the beginning? No. I just move here to hide behind my companions.
All right.
And
Seelah.
that's my turn.
Is it an action to use my range? Like pull it out?
No, I will almost. Hold on, I'm trying to think. You have a shield and a sword.
Right.
Yes. In that case, it will be.
So just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna use an action to whip out my trusty short bow. And I'm going to target 4.
And yell out, "Tally ho!"
Hello. For 23, does a 23 plus 1, so 24. Is 24 hit?
That will hit.
And then I roll a 1d10. Where's my d10? Here. Oh wait, no, it's a 1d6 plus piercing, okay. There we go. Okay, so 9. So it's a 9. Wait, plus 11.
So 20?
20. 20 damage.
How do you get plus 11? What?
It says short bow is plus 11.
That's awesome. All right, you kill him.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I just
No, that's
point that
plus
thing.
11 to hit. It's 1d6 piercing damage.
Oh. Sorry, 9 damage. I fucked up.
You're good. That'll still be enough to kill him.
Oh. So I point it right between his eyes and let her rip, and it goes straight through his forehead.
Right, well done. Yeah, so bows, unlike in D&D, don't add perception or anything else to the damage. It's just a straight dice.
Straight
Unless you get
1d6.
their abilities or other funky stuff with them.
Okay. Okay.
All right, with a shriek, seeing the arrow coming towards him, the last gnoll will fall dead. Congratulations.
Gentlemen, which two of you are the weakest?
I've taken quite a few blows, but I'm doing pretty well.
And you guys also notice that the wind that Korakai accumulated, it's not going anywhere.
Why is it so damn windy?
I'm sorry, it's a side effect of not getting my powers the traditional way. Kinda lingers.
Anything we need to be worried about?
No, I have to spend some time to refocus it, but as long as I don't use it too much, it won't get out of hand.
By the 9, I'm zooted.
I'm a little bruised, but if someone else is worse off than me,
I'm doing okay.
Alright, so Korakai and Quinn get next to me. Alright, you may feel a little pinch. I have Ward Medic, which allows me to treat wounds on 2 targets at the same time. And I would like to cast Treat Wounds. And I'm going to cast it at the Expert level. So the DC is 20. So let me go ahead and roll. And that's a 9 plus my medicine, which is 13 for 22. So I pass. And you both get 2d8 plus 10 healing.
holy shit, that'll, yep.
So 5 plus 2 for 7. So both of you get 17 health.
Gotta do it.
Who are you healing?
You and Geo.
I have a question for the DM. In these healing situations or checking health, what's the furthest we could go obviously avoiding table talk to see or to say how much health you have?
Okay, good. I actually wanted you to ask this question because I wanted to bring it up. So Zack, not calling you out directly, since I am unfairly targeting you in the game apparently too.
No, you were fine. You only hit me once.
No, I know I'm messing with you. So I would ask that you try and have a very short-term memory with healing and damage, right? At the very least, don't write it down and keep track when you're playing the game.
Okay.
And with enemies too, I will do behind-the-scenes stuff to let you know what you notice. Because the way I think of it is this way: if you're in combat and you're fighting for your life, you're not going to be necessarily paying attention to everything around you. You might catch a glimpse occasionally and see what's going on.
So would I be able to use one action to see
Not even an
who
action.
the weakest character is or whatever? I can glance.
Not even action. I'll do it for free. I'll give you the information. It just won't be you knowing the exact number, the exact amount.
Okay.
And it'll essentially be some form of check. And same thing. If you fail it, then hey, he looks just fine, even though he's bloodied and battered and bruised.
Oh, that's a cool way to do it.
How about
I'll stop doing
post-combat?
maths. There's already enough maths in this already.
How about post-combat? In that situation where we're just chilling, obviously not just
Yeah,
straight up
absolutely.
saying.
You can talk. Try and keep it in character, right? So let's say right now Geo's character had been within 1 point of dying. Be portray that. Give life to it.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Help me.
This process we went through just took 10 minutes.
Because I'm at 51 health out of 78, so decent chunk. But I was like, how do I say that?
Yeah, use your thesaurus, bust out the words, and let's figure out how we can do it as a group.
I am
and just-
I'm at 50.
L75%.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll do percentages.
For this because I'm going to be playing an Oracle in Kingmaker, at least for the first character. The verbiage on this says it could be taken two different ways. I cannot refocus unless I am resting for 8 hours. And that is written right after it says that if I use my revelation spell too many times, the curse will go out of control, and then I can't reduce it until I spend 8 hours trying to do that. Then if I go online, it says I can basically refocus by doing anything that's in character as far as
For 10 minutes.
refocusing for 10 minutes. So
Yeah, I think this is Pathfinder 1E rules that these stat sheets were born off
Yeah,
of.
these stat sheets are bad.
They're not good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as you are going off of, basically we're agreeing that we're going off of the website for stuff like that, while you're doing that, Korakai's going to be kneeled down, refocusing and drawing his wind back in.
Well, and then
And bird shit.
Kyra, after he heals you, says, "Boys, I will need a minute," and takes an additional 10 minutes to pray and reset his focus if the DM will allow it.
Yes.
What I interpreted
You
mine
can say
as is
no.
that I can't get my focus points back unless I spend 8 hours, but I can calm my curse down if I spend 10 minutes.
The way focus works, at least for a cleric, because that's the only class I've been looking at too, is you have to spend 10 minutes to get your focus back.
Okay. That might mean the same for mine too, but I haven't looked into it as much as you have.
You can spend 10 minutes praying. They said it depends on the DM. It depends on your deity.
Yeah,
Like,
because so that would
if your deity's thing is like heal travelers or heal the friends you are, it could
Yeah.
be argued that the process of casting cure wounds or treat wounds would fulfill that thing of getting your shit back.
I'm going to leave that up to Miles because I have, naturally as an oracle, I have no deity.
Honestly, this might break it, but in the interest of player synergy, I'd say that actually sounds kind of cool.
I'm able to regain my focus and re-heal the party at the same time.
I'd say yes. Like, so you're a cleric of this god. Like, by praying, you're also providing amount of healing, right? Like the god's blessing is being bestowed upon you while you're praying.
Okay. I will give myself my focus back then.
And then for mine, I mean, as an oracle, I'm just sitting there really having a fight with myself. Because I don't...
Battling your demons for 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's whether it's a demon or a deity, I get my power right from the tap. And skip the deity part. That's why oracles have the curse. It's like a side effect of not getting it in a traditional way.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Well, gentlemen, why don't you see if these have anything to offer other than the amulets we got off the other ones? And has the door completely opened? There's another side to this door, right?
It is completely open. It is spun to reveal a dark passageway.
I need that light spell again. It appears dark.
You fucking read my mind, buddy. Well, boy, it's been a little while. I see your light is faded. Allow me to refresh it. And I touch his sword and cast the light cantrip again.
Hells yes.
It might be worth mentioning that I have quite good night vision as well. I'll head up there with you. We can both take a look at it.
I'll take the help. And I glance or put my sword kind of into it and just see if we can see what's beyond the threshold.
While they're doing that, Kyra's running pockets.
Of course.
Oh yeah, gotta be looting.
Of course, Kyra.
Does all this holy blessing and then it's
ABL.
like...
Always be looting.
Run the jewels, motherfuckers.
Being super holy and helpful and in touch with your deity, but also, this ain't for free.
I need to rebuild the Temple of Sarenrune, and these were evil, so their gold did not belong to them anyways.
You keep telling yourself that, old man.
You find a bunch of dirt, twigs, and really cool pebbles.
I would like to keep a handful of the cool pebbles to shoot out of my sling.
There you go. Alright, so are y'all descending down the dark passageway?
Indeed.
Alright, everyone roll perception. Let me know who gets above a 25. Actually, we'll say 20.
I rolled a nat 20.
I'm 20 on the nose, dirty 20.
16.
I'm below 20.
28.
Alright, anyone who rolled above 20, you notice as you're going down that there are carvings and frescoes on the wall showing horrible twisted monsters being birthed and walking and overtaking the world as you descend down.
Oh, jeez.
This
Beautiful
doesn't
images.
look so good. Perhaps we should take the news back and get reinforcements.
But all the evil has not been purged.
And the
Yes,
innocents.
but perhaps we need friends to help us purge the evil. They could call the guard.
In my experience, nipping it in the bud before it has a chance to fester is the best way to treat a wound. But it does look quite.
I agree with the bird.
Quite ominous, though.
Considering they already have a temple down here, I would say that the wound has festered for quite a while.
You're not
They
wrong.
even had a puzzle to get in. I mean, how much time does it take to build a puzzle of that caliber?
This is a good point. That was a, well-crafted puzzle.
Well crafted indeed.
Well, perhaps we move forward to the next precipice, and if it appears like another puzzle, we know we may be in combat again, and we can reevaluate.
Ah,
Next
yes.
precipice could
We-
be death.
We could use the old compare the last puzzle to the next puzzle to see how much progress they're making.
What say you, Investigator Quinn?
Let's do it. I say we venture further and rid this place of this evil.
Don't you worry, Kyra, you stay behind us, we got this.
Just remember, I'm an old man.
Judging by that last attack you did, you seem like you're doing pretty well.
Yes, appears pretty
Ray
spry.
channeled her power through me as she always does.
Sounds like a deity I'd like to meet.
Oh, Saren Ray's the best.
Spoken like a true cleric.
I don't know about that. I think Lamashtu is quite superior.
No death to you! And I shove him down the stairs.
And now we move forward.
Alright, who's in front? What's your marching order on this?
I'm falling down the stairs. Me and the bird up front.
Yeah, we're up front.
up front.
We're headed down further, correct?
The passageway is descending. Alright, Seelah. As you round the next curve in the passageway, you begin to hear chanting, and the sharp stench of rot fills your nostrils.
I smell rot, everyone. Be on guard. I hold my sword up. Do I see anything yet?
Not yet. The sword's light does not extend very far. Still a smooth passageway leading down. It may be not very far, but not very short until you reach whatever is up ahead.
Keep those bird eyes open, Korakai.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peer into the distance and see if I can see a little bit further than he can.
What's your range with whatever your vision is? Dark vision or low light vision?
Let's see.
What do your bird eyes see?
Low light vision, you can see dim light as though it were bright light, and you ignore the concealed condition due to dim light. So I can see regular.
Alright, you don't see anything yet.
I don't see anything yet. But if this music's anything to go by, something big's coming.
Yes, intense music always does mean possible combat. We continue to creep forward, but they're, at least me, very, very steadily and slowly, hoping to see something before I move too quickly.
Alright, as y'all descend down, not only does the sound increase, but Kyra and Korakai, you begin feeling a pressure in your skull.
Ah, my head.
Kyra,
Not
do you feel
pressure.
that?
Yes.
Doesn't
Not
feel
you.
good.
What is this?
Kyra and
feel it
Korakai.
like, this is evil.
Perhaps stay a few steps back. That's getting hard up here, everyone.
Korakai, do you feel this?
Yes, I do.
It's quite a pressure. Is it painful, or we just feel it?
It's painful would be a weird way to describe it. It is present and it is distracting, but it is not painful.
Does anybody have detect evil? This feels evil.
I can detect magic, but I think that much is obvious by the way that you and I are feeling.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Do I? Have I ever read about or heard about any pressure sensations? Particularly about this deity? What's its name?
No, but you... Hold on.
Oh, Lamashtu, right?
Lamashtu, yeah.
You have heard of mages feeling this, or magically sensitive people feeling this around great sources of magic.
I've read about this. It usually means there is something powerful from a magic perspective nearby.
I've never felt a presence like this before. I fear it's magic may be too powerful for us.
Or perhaps it may be helpful.
I highly doubt that. Those depictions on the walls were quite gruesome.
Yeah, well, what if this evil has something good locked away? Perhaps something we do.
Your
Break
optimism is not easily broken, I can see.
Well, Lamade does keep me optimistic.
Oh, very, very, very good. I clap my feathers together.
Look at the paladin using the big word.
I'm more of a visual learner.
Well, that being said, perhaps we can creep around the corner here and get a little peek of what is causing this.
Yeah, and as we do...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as we do, I want to keep a keen sense of whether or not that pressure increases with each step.
You don't feel it.
Yeah, it's the
Cleric
was it
in me. Just the magic. Oh, okay.
As you round the next corner, you see a purple glow, soft purple glow coming from up ahead, and the voices are getting louder.
What are
Can
the
I-
voices saying?
Yeah, I want
Is
to.
it,
What?
is it a lasagna recipe?
Yeah, is the voice coherent, or is it just randomness?
Kyra, all you hear is just, it's voices. Korakai, you know this is chanting. You don't know the words, but you can feel and understand the rhythmic pattern.
Oh, this isn't good, gentlemen. I believe they're chanting something, and with that combined with this pressure, I fear the worst. They might be trying to summon something. We either need to move quickly or get out of here.
No doubt it's some sort of evil ritual. If it is an evil ritual, I am pressed by Saren Ray to stop it.
Well,
Seelah Jenkins.
Can
And
I,
begin to walk
are
forward.
we able to tell what is chanting this? Like, what kind of creatures they are? Or do we just see these blobs?
Very good question. Let's see. You once in a dream heard a talking bear, and this sounds exactly like the talking bear.
The talking bear. So it's a creature.
Bear.
A bear. Okay. I'm not sure, but I think this might be a bear-like creature of some, or bear-like creatures of some sort.
Whatever we do, we need to stop this ritual in the name of Saren Ray.
Yeah, with right next to Seelah, Korakai's just gonna go forward and try to round the corner and see this thing quickly.
All right, just the two of y'all?
I'm gonna be behind them.
I'll follow him.
All right, so y'all rush forward and come into a room, and you see... Oh, hold on, let me add one more. How do I copy a token?
I wish you could do that, but I don't think you can. Oh, actually you can. You can duplicate it. It's a hotkey.
Alt
Alright, got it.
F4.
You round the corner and see 6 Kolo shamans. Sorry, 8 Kolo shamans. Standing in a circle, raising the arms and chanting in their yowling like Kolo language.
Does anyone have a strong spell that could take these out?
we need to disrupt as many of them as quickly as possible.
No.
All I have is a shield, so
No
who's got
one's
his
got any
bow?
abilities? Nothing like that? Any cool things up their sleeve?
Not without causing serious damage to ourselves and others.
Alright, roll initiative.
That's...
Oh, that's so bad.
The rolls are shit today. I might switch to die. What the fuck?
18.
Alright, 25 or 30 to 25. Alright, 25 to 20.
20.
Who was that, Zack?
Kyra. Zack.
Alright. 20 to 15.
That's me, 18.
Quinn 17.
Okay. What'd you get, Ben?
11.
Alright, put your tokens down. The 4 of you burst into the room. And you see 8 gnoll creatures dressed in what looks like maybe robes, possibly? Raising their arms and chanting, doing little dance in circles around on the ground.
Kill
And-
them all.
Kyra, go for it.
Oh, I'm first again? Okay,
Cut off their heads and their
Yes.
bodies will die.
Fire ray on H.
Oh, thank you for over to the letters.
I got you. Fuck me, dude.
Nat 1 on Fire Ray.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
What's the damage on that?
It is, let me see. 66.
I think I started over here.
Roll me damage from half.
So Nat 1 plus 11 is 12. Is that a critical? Oh, I guess if it's a failure, it gets brought down to a critical failure.
Roll me your damage and then half it.
Okay. 2, 8, 11, 16, 17, 21, cut in half and rounded down is 10.
All right, so somehow being staggered at the sight of what's going on in this room, you step in, prepare your fire, but too soon as you trip over and launch the bolts in the ground and yourself, taking that half damage.
Oh, my back! Jesus Christ!
By the
day.
nine, Kyra, get your shit together.
Wrong day.
My back! Then, so am I prone or no?
No, you're not prone.
Sounds like an L5.
For my
L6.
last thing, I will be like, Seelah, avenge me! And I will cast guidance on Seelah, and that gives you +1 on basically everything.
What does that save me from myself?
I'll protect you.
So you have guidance until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Oh, my back.
All right, Seelah.
All right. Well, old man didn't do anything. I'll get in there and attack. Aim for the back ones. I use my first for movement. And before I do anything, these guys are all not focused on us, right? They're chanting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to start swinging away with my long sword.
I'm gonna walk the dogs real quick. Sorry.
You're good.
Is a 31 a crit, right? No, maybe? Is a 31 crit?
31 will crit.
Range.
Do you hear me?
Yeah. So 3. Okay, 9 plus for 13 damage. And I'll just add that +1 to that for 14.
All right. And sorry, which one was that on?
G.
All right.
Is he still standing?
He is indeed.
Since we're in a rush here, I'm just going to go ahead and swing again at a -5, see if I hit. Wow, 33.
Nice.
Does that crit with the -5? Probably not. Maybe 28. Does a 28 crit?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
Okay. So damage an 8. So 17 damage.
All right. On the same one?
Yes, G.
That will... Let me double check. It is looking very bloody, but it is not quite dead.
Dang it. All right, and it's my turn.
All right. It is Quinn.
Cool. I rolled a 20 on a device's stratagem, so I'm going to move to here for a 32 to hit on H.
32 to hit.
Yeah, 32 to hit.
That's a crit.
Okay, so it's this plus, since I'm using my devise a stratagem, this also precision strike, so that's an extra 2d6 for a total of 28 damage
On H.
on H.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Korakai.
When a spell says you disperse energy in a 30-foot emanation, is that from you in like just a forward beam?
I don't know.
So
it
it,
doesn't say cone. It sounds like bubble.
yeah, it says, so if I use one action, it's range of touch. 2 actions, it's a range of 30 feet. And 3 actions, it's an emanation of 30 feet.
Yeah, that's a bubble.
Okay.
It's 30-foot radius. Yep.
Okay, so I am going to 30-foot bubble. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do that this turn, but I'm damn sure going to get in position. I'm going to move here, and I'm going to use my cantrip Electric Arc on H and G.
All right. They both failed their save.
H takes 5 damage and G takes 3 damage. And that is my turn.
All right. Back to Kyra.
This is my first time doing this. So Kira's gonna cast a spiritual weapon, and it's gonna be next to G. So let me find a token. Just gonna use this. And then when you cast a spell, the weapon appears next to a foe you choose within range. It makes a strike against it.
Okay, so that'll be a roll.
Melee spell attacks. So I rolled a 9. What do I add to that?
It's a melee spell attack? Hold on. Which one is this on your sheet?
Spiritual weapon.
Oh, you have to be in melee range for that.
No. A ghostly scimitar made of pure magical force materializes and attacks foes you designate within 120 feet.
Oh, okay. You're conjuring it. Got it.
Yep.
Well, you want to add a token?
I did. It's next to G.
Okay. We'll save for now until I can find the spell because I don't.
I rolled a 9. Do I add my spell attack modifier to it? Is that how it works for? So that's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
1d8 plus 4 force for 8 damage to G.
That will kill him.
And then I will cast guidance on Seelah again.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Seelah.
Okay. I'm gonna move on. To F. And I'm going to start by just swinging. 24 plus... No, 24.
That'll hit.
All right. 7... for 16 damage, and I'll add my +1 to that for 17 damage.
All right.
And then I'm just going to keep swinging away to -5 here. Oh, God. It's a nat 1.
We all fucking up, boy.
So overeager in your swing, you go for this a nice hard swing, and you somehow, or your hand falters, and you lose your grip on your sword, dropping it to the ground.
Copy.
It will be an action to pick it up and re-equip it.
Copy. That's my turn.
All right, Quinn.
Does a 14 hit H?
It does not.
Okay. Then with my last action, I am just gonna grab another one as well.
Wait, what were your first two?
Devise a stratagem was
Got it.
the
Got it.
action, which I rolled a 2. Striking H was the second one, which missed. So with my third action, I'm just gonna throw an acid vial. Can I hit 3 of these? Will you let me? If I throw it at D, does it hit C and E as well?
You know what? Yeah, I'll say it does.
Okay, so let's see. It's a plus 11 to hit. Nice. So 31 on D.
All right.
Okay, so I'm a little bit fuzzy on how this works. So immediately it takes 1 acid damage, because here's the damage: 1 acid damage, comma 2d6 persistent acid damage, and then 2 splash damage. So C and D will take the splash damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so the initial 1 damage, that's just like the damage it takes when the vial hits it.
Correct.
Okay. And since it's a crit, does that get doubled? I'm not sure.
No. And
Only dice get doubled, but
why do you think it's a
persistent.
crit?
What?
Why do you think it's a crit?
Oh, is a 31 not a crit?
I didn't say it was.
Oh, damn. Never mind. So 1 acid damage and then 2d6 persistent damage on each of its turns.
All right.
Does that mean the acid pile stays there, or he is covered in acid and has persistent
He is
damage?
covered in acid.
Okay, so we'll just do this. We'll delete this. Do that.
And go ahead and... You know what? No, you don't notice that. You get a bad roll. All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. It is whoever's next. Korakai.
All right. In preparation for...
Stop right there.
Oh, shit.
As you step in, you've been feeling the pressure in your head greatly increase, but as you step in to that loosely defined circle there, you feel yourself shoved back, and feels like your skull is splitting for 5 damage.
Whew. All right. That being said, now that took my movement action, right?
I'd
Trying
say
to
you
do
can
that.
still use the rest of your movement, whatever's left after that.
Awesome. I'm just going to run around the edge here with the rest of it. And let's see.
Actually, you know what? No, hold on. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics, sweet. I actually have a sure steady balance thing, but that is...
Yeah, you know what? You can use balance for that.
Which allows me to use my athletics. You're not flat-footed by attempting to balance on narrow surfaces and uneven ground.
Oh, yeah, that
you can
doesn't
use
apply here.
acrobatics, yeah. So I just get to use my acrobatics. 12 plus 9, 21.
All right, so yeah, you will get to use the rest of your movement.
Sweet.
Being a nimble bird.
My nimble bird, I flap my wings a little bit to regain my balance. And I'm going to Alright, I'm gonna cast the 3rd level Crisis of Faith on... Let's see what the range is. Oh yeah. I'm gonna cast it on D. And it needs to succeed a DC 21 will save.
Alright, it'll fail.
It is going to take the full damage. If this target can cast divine spells, it is stupefied for 1 round, plus 6d6. $18, 19 psychic damage.
Okay. So you notice that although your spell does hit with full effect, actually, hold on. You feel this, or you notice that when you cast your spell and it passes through that same area, it somehow increases.
Wait, like multiplies it?
It increases. I said what I said.
Interesting. That is my turn. By the way, yeah, it took 2 actions. And,
All right.
I kind of look at my friends like something crazy's about to happen.
And then after your spell hits D, it will be dissolved into a puddle of horrifying acid. Kyra.
Kyra is going to use 1 action to sustain Flying Sword and try to make a spell attack on H for 6 plus 11 for 17.
That will hit.
Oh, sick. So that's 1d8 plus 4 for 7 damage.
All right. H will die.
And I still have movement on the Flying Sword, so I can move him up to A, I guess.
Works for me.
And then Kyra is going to cast for 2 actions, Bless. And I will put the circle on the field, but that is my turn for now.
All right. Seelah.
I'm gonna pick up my sword first before I swing anything. So I use my action there, and then I'm gonna swing at F. Or let's see, 15 for 30.
That'll crit.
Nice. And +20 plus 4, so 24 damage
On F,
on F.
please describe how it dies.
I definitely sprint over to him and just, with one swift swing, chop his head off as I'm trying to move through these things as quick as possible.
All right.
And then I have one more action, and with that, I'm just going to use it for movement to approach E. And that's my turn.
As you step there, you feel
Wait, this isn't the center, right?
you're inside of where the circle was.
Oh.
That same pressure that your magic-wielding friends described earlier, and like a hammer, it feels like your skull has been slit as you're shoved backwards 5 feet. Taking 2 damage.
Okay, nice too.
That's your turn, yeah. Yeah. Quinn.
Okay. I devised a stratagem on B, but let's move first.
Oh,
Move right here. For 26 to hit
That will hit.
for a total of 9 damage.
All right.
That's my turn.
Korakai.
all right. I begrudgingly lean over to my friend Quinn and say,
You'll learn to stay away from me if we battle together enough.
and I tuck my arms together and flap them open wide and go, "Caw-caw!" And I cast Harm in a 30-foot bubble using all 3 actions. Oops.
Arming.
Harm. Make it a circle.
Do Pokemon battle music.
That's not.
It's
there we
gonna
go.
no.
15
If
foot.
it's 30, you're gonna make it 15.
Give me a second, Chiachi. All right.
Jesus.
How many hit points does
30-foot radius or diameter?
It says emanating in a 30-foot emanation.
So
I'm assuming
anytime
radius.
emanating is always radius, which means it's double what you have now. Diameter is all the way across.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, 30-foot radius.
Fireball 2.0.
In my defense, it wouldn't have mattered where I was standing.
I'm trying to center this thing. Okay, there we go. That's
You'll learn not to stand in the entire fucking building I'm in.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's right in the middle of me. Does it hit E?
You know what? We'll say why not. It does.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. So it is a DC 21 basic fortitude save.
They all fail.
And that
Exactly,
is
as well.
the target is a living creature. It is 3d8 negative damage to it.
Good thing my flying sword can't take damage.
Why do I hear birds? Are they coming from the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, some music.
Okay. It's like it's night now.
Does that affect me?
Oh yeah, it does.
I just rolled a 1.
You rolled. Oh, so that's a critical fail. So it does double damage to you. It's 17 damage, and then to you it does double that.
Oh god.
32? I'm not dead.
Good news.
Mid 34, that's 30.
Yeah, that's it. It's just harm. It does damage, and when I use more actions, it covers more distance.
Same mechanic as heal, but opposite.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if we talked about this already. With spells that do an area of effect for damage, I'm gonna let y'all decide at the table. Do you want to do roll individually for each thing affected, or do you want to roll just once and call it a day?
Shoot, I've never cast a spell like this.
Mike makes me roll fireballs individually, which is more dice to roll. but,
Mathematically, it
I mean,
makes no.
Mathematically, it doesn't fucking matter.
Over a long enough period of time, it makes no difference. I would say, for the sake of simplicity and getting the game moving quicker, just one roll.
I think that's fair.
I like it.
Yeah, time saver.
Yeah,
We're
and
rolling
it's
a lot
like,
already.
did my spell do did I fuck up the spell, or did I cast it really well? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. More chance hanging on it.
It puts more emphasis on it, because if you have 4 rolls for 4 different characters, you're going to get closer to the average. If you do one roll, you're either going to do really well or really shitty.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all decide right now. Whatever you decide, we're going with.
My
I'd say
vote's
just
one
one roll.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
roll.
All right, that's what we're doing. So
That
roll your
way-
damage.
That way Geo doesn't fucking die. Oh, I rolled 17. That's
Oh,
the
gotcha. Okay.
variety thing. If I rolled much more than that, Geo would be dead, so I'll take one roll.
Quinn takes 34.
Yeah, you had a
Jesus.
potential of 48 damage on that one.
Oh, is G affected by that? G's dead.
Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F. Wait, there is
All
no
right.
G.
Is that your turn?
That is so my turn.
All right. Korakai. Well, your turn ends. You all notice something odd. None of these gnolls have reacted in any way to any of your attacks. And with a great crescendo, all of a sudden their chanting stops. And in the middle here, you see a form start to materialize.
Ah, I knew it.
Please God. The gnolls drop dead, their life force fading into the horrible monstrosity appearing in the center. Just roll an initiative here. All right. The terrifying beast lets out a great roar and lunges at the first thing it sees. Oh, hold on. Mike just messaged me. I'm trying to... All right. All right. Does a 34 crit.
What does it have to be to crit?
Plus
10 over
10.
your AC.
Yeah, armor class is 23, so it does.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The second hit was a nat 20.
What?
Oh.
I shit myself on the battlefield. Am I about to get one shot? Only I had raised my shield.
Its fangs dripping poison. It bites into you, dealing 21 damage. And then slashes, dealing... Oh wow, that's just bad luck.
What? What's bad luck?
And then follows up with its hind claws slashing into you as you're hanging from its jaws, dealing 33 damage.
Is dying considered bad luck?
No, that was 4 6s in a row for damage.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm at a -5 and I'm down.
Don't you have a shield you can use?
You have a shield
I don't have to
reaction.
raise it?
Oh, did you not raise it?
No. I was busy killing unarmed critters.
Yep, that makes sense.
You can't use a reaction? Damn.
Looking at my reactions to see, but I don't think...
It's just unlucky.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other reaction. There was no spell at all, right? It was just the fangs and slashing.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, well, that's it for me. I'm down.
Hold on. I don't think this... I've got a reaction that's Eat Fortune, but I don't know how it works. And trigger a creature within 60 feet uses Fortune or Misfortune effect. Oh, it's won't apply. They have to use something that has to do with like fortunes.
Doesn't work in this situation.
All right, Kyra.
Oh, Seelah, how reckless you've been.
That's just
And-
cool.
I will, fuck you. You died in a bad spot. Am I 30 feet from him? Where's he over?
You're way more than 30 feet from him.
I think so.
We are far.
Jesus Christ.
You are 50.
Use action to move 25 feet, so...
Split the difference.
5, 10, 15, 20, no, 20,
He said we can move diagonally too, but
25. Is that 30 feet? I think that's 30 feet diagonally.
No, that was 5 squares, 25 feet.
that's 25. You're at 25.
Yeah, I'm at 25. I can only move 25.
Okay.
Oh, you're trying to reach 30 to him. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're within 25 feet of him.
So I have to use one action to move. And I have to use a double action to heal, so my flying sword disappeared. But Bless is still up. Now let's see. You get healed for 3d10 plus 24. Hold on. 21 plus 24 for 45 healing on Seelah.
Holy cow.
Crap, man.
I rolled a 10, a 9, and a 4. So, okay, somebody get the fuck in front of me. And that's my turn.
All right, Seelah.
Oh, by the light of Lamade, I've returned. You will pay for this chimera. First thing I'm going to do now is raise my shield.
Good man.
Yeah, definitely doing that. That is going right up. And let me see what other actions I could possibly do with this thing before I... I guess all else I can really do is hit it with the intimidating glare. So I need to roll will.
I do all the things.
So I'm gonna glare at it. Crap. So wait, what is it again? Will. I rolled 20? D20.
All right, so will save.
So roll plus my 10, plus the 10 of my will, right?
Yep, it succeeds.
Okay. So I do nothing to it. It succeeded my...
Yep.
Okay. So then I just go ahead and swing.
All right.
No. I'm gonna hit first with a... So 29? Does that hit?
That'll hit.
Right. Damage is 19 damage.
All right.
You are wounded 1, by the way.
What does that mean?
You got knocked down and picked back up, so now you
If you have been seriously injured, if you lose dying, you become wounded 1.
So essentially, if you go down again, you're at dying 2. Or dying 1 instead of dying 0.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's my turn.
All right, Quinn.
I'm devising a stratagem to hit this motherfucker. Does your bless reach me from there? Is that what the yellow circle is? Kyra?
He might be it.
No, it's the bless is exactly where the circle is.
29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Just a hit? No.
Just a hit.
Okay, for 9 damage. 9 piercing. And that's my
All
turn.
right. Korakai, sorry.
All right, I am going to. Actually, I'm not going to move. I'm going to use my cantrip shield, and then I'm going to cast Fear on the Chimera. And that is a 21 will save.
It fails.
All right, the target is now frightened 2.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right, its turn. It is going to turn and face you.
Who's you? Oh, us. Use as in the plurals.
You people.
I don't like this.
God damn it!
Good luck, boys.
I'm dead. I'm just dead.
Give me a fortitude save, all 3 of y'all. DC is 26.
Natural 20
23.
for where's fortitude?
Yeah, what do I add to fortitude? Oh, it's
Could
down
be-
by your defenses.
Ah.
Oh,
so
nat 20.
29 with a nat 20.
Got a nat 20, so 29.
Geo?
23.
All right, so... Kyra, what was yours with the nat 20?
29.
Okay, good. So the only person that will take damage from this is Quinn. Oh, I'm sorry, Geo. For 32 damage.
I think I'm like a constitution.
Well, I
Oh my
have
God,
my
I'm-
reaction. I can give you 3 off of that. I have my reaction
I
for reputed strike.
don't because it doesn't matter.
There's no
Okay.
down by constitution. That's not part of the death effect.
Well, it's a bit negative, right? If I take negative.
What? No, that's not a thing. You're good.
That was
That was 1E.
different
Okay, so
edition.
do I just go down to 0?
Yep,
Yes.
well, -1, but yeah.
-1, okay. So I'm down.
Now, Seelah, you could still do a retributive strike and get a hit off.
Yeah, I'm gonna retributive strike as a reaction. Swing. I don't know if this hits. Let's see, this is a. Is a 22 hit?
It will not.
Fuck.
Alright, it is going to use its other action. It's just use that head. It'll use its goat head and swing at you with its goat head. For 25.
That meets.
Alright. $17 damage.
By the gods.
Kyra.
Quinn is down. I will use my last heal for 2 actions to heal Quinn for 7 plus 10 plus 1. So that's 18 plus 24 for 42 on Quinn. And I will use an action to sustain and grow Bless by 5 feet.
Right.
And that is my turn.
Alright, we didn't do this on you, Seelah, but it is an action to stand up if you're in dying, because you're prone and unconscious.
Oh, whoops.
No, you're good. I completely forgot about it, so that's on
So-
me.
Does
Next
that
time.
apply to me too?
It will.
Okay.
Korakai.
All right, I'm going to create a little distance here.
Wait, no, sorry, it's Quinn's turn. No, Seelah's turn. No, wait,
Wait.
what? Hold on.
I just went at the top of the order.
Okay, well, I switched you two, so it should have been you, then Seelah, but
Then me.
yeah. But you went first, didn't you, Seelah? No, you haven't gone yet. Your turn. Your turn. All right.
Very good. Okay, so with my, I'm gonna raise my shield.
That's right, yeah, because I should be last.
Yep.
I got a crappy initiative.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I don't have anything else. I'm gonna do an intimidating glare, see if I can stack that fear on it.
All right.
So it just has to beat my base of will, so it has to beat a 10 is all.
No, you should have a DC for your fear, so it should be your intimidation plus 10. What's your intimidation?
Intimidation.
Yep,
Oh,
under
oh.
skill.
13. Oh, so it's a 23.
Yeah. And it. Hold on, I think it failed. It failed.
I glare at this motherfucker menacingly.
So it's fear 3 now?
It is fear 3.
Oh, sick.
I am now going to swing away with my long sword.
Which, hold on, that actually does something different.
It says on mine, Fear 3 makes you flee for 1 round. But
There we go.
I don't know if that works like that. You would know that.
No, it does work like that.
Okay, so I swing for a 28 as a 28 hit.
Actually, no, it does not. Sorry, yeah, the 20... Wait, hold on. 28 will hit. So it lost one of the frightened statuses at the end of its round. So it will be back to fear 2.
So it wears off slowly.
Yep. Alright, but yeah, so 28 will hit.
Okay, 28 hits for garbage for 10 damage.
Alright.
It's my turn.
Was Seelah Quinn?
Okay. So action to get up. I'm using my device's stratagem, but I'm not gonna hit. I'm gonna use what's called as weaknesses. And I have to make a check, but I don't.
Oh, you're cutting out a lot, Sab. What was that?
Sorry. So I devised a stratagem, but I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna use the known weakness part of that. And so I have to do a recall knowledge check. I don't know if it's what specific it is. So I
You mean Arcana or Nature?
We'll do Arcana because it's part of it. 22.
You know it's a chimera.
Did I pass it or did I fail it?
You know it's a chimera.
It looks scary.
I'm gonna assume that's a fail.
You can't
I would
assume
have to
whether it's a
agree.
You're not
pass or
supposed to
fail.
do
Your
that.
character thinks it's
So
a
that's why I
chimera.
asked. If I pass it,
That's
I notice
You
a
know for your
weakness.
ability, don't you?
What's up?
You need to know for your ability, don't you?
Yeah, I need to know if I pass or I say, or if I pass or I fail.
Failed.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's cool, though.
And I just noticed that actually doesn't take an action, so I still have an action, and I'm just gonna swing. 24.
That will miss.
Wow. This thing's not easy. And that's my turn.
All right, that was Quinn. Korakai.
Alright. Dang it. I alt-tab to one of my wrong windows. I gotta alt-tab 15 more times to get back to it.
Help us, bird person.
Save that for now. And I'm going to make some distance. 5. And cast Sound Burst. And that is a DC 21 Fortitude save. As I look at him and go, caw!
Oh, wow. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Nothing happens. It's completely unaffected. And that is my turn.
All right, back to its turn. It will lash out at Seelah with his dragon head, and Quinn with his lion head. Seelah, 28.
28 hits.
Quinn, 25.
Hits.
Okay. Seelah, you take 27 damage.
I will shield block that as a reaction to -5.
So 22.
22. I have 1 hit point. Well, I guess that's probably table talk. My bad. Can't say that.
We're dead.
Quinn, 19 damage.
Oh, man.
And then it will. Okay. You know what? It's gonna go for the third hit.
Oh, God.
On Seelah, which will miss with a 15.
Nice.
All right. Kyra.
We need to get the fuck out of here now. This is not looking good. Follow me, gentlemen.
And I cast my last third level. Or no, that's a second level. What is that? Oh, that's at first level. I cast Sanctuary on Seelah.
Sanctuary.
Oh no, I have to touch you. You can't be Sanctuary.
Fly your ass over here.
No, I don't have wings. And I just increased the bless radius by 10 feet.
Fucking move into
And
range.
I begin to run. 1,
No, don't run!
4, 5.
Piece of shit.
Don't run!
Oh my
Old man's
God.
leaving us.
And
Fucking healer.
as the healer's out of fucking healing spells. You guys are getting fucking one shot. As it just a last little farewell, I will use my sling to shoot one of the pretty rocks I found in the previous room at this chimera. Hopefully they're magic pretty rocks. And that's a 18 plus 1 plus 10. So that's
That'll
a
hit.
29. So 1d6 bludgeoning for 3 plus 1. 4 damage. And I repeat, run away!
You piece of shit.
Saren Rune will not save us here. Or Saren
My
Ray.
legs. My legs.
All right, Seelah, you have a choice to make.
choice.
It's your turn.
Oh,
Run or die trying.
I will stand and fight against the beasts of the darkness.
Oh, Christ.
I'm just gonna start with a big old YOLO move here, and let me read this real quick. I can't do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a Laying of the Hands charge on myself. So that restore 18 hit points. If the target's one of your allies, they also gain +2 status bonus. That's probably not me.
It
It's
is
just
not
an
you.
ally. Okay. Just reading the rest of it to make sure I don't get any other buffs.
Just muttering bitch ass healer under your breath.
Yes. laying on hands myself. So yeah, let me just add the 18 myself real quick so I forget. And then I'm going to position myself. Wait, I have to raise my shield again. Fuck, okay, I'm gonna raise my shield and then I'm gonna swing at this thing.
All right.
So is a 33 hit?
It'll hit.
8 plus. So 15 damage.
All right.
So fuck you, Kyra! And then that's my turn.
Quinn.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Hell yeah.
Devise
So
a strategy.
just so you know, sorry, don't mean to interrupt, Sab. In Pathfinder, right? So D&D attack of ops are when you leave the square, you take an attack of op, right? So if you step away from the creature. In Pathfinder, if you step to the side or move anywhere around the creature that has range, you will take an attack of op.
If they have that trained ability.
Right.
Yes. But attack of ops
Okay,
are
yeah.
about moving any square around a creature with it.
I'm glad I didn't move.
I would have warned you had you moved. I wanted to say it now.
Now, that being said,
Thank you.
if he moves backwards, will he still take it?
Yep. If you move out of your square, period, you will take an attack of op.
Gotcha.
Unless you do the whatever the step action is.
Right. Disengage or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking an action to devise a stratagem. Try to recall knowledge on known weaknesses on this thing. So I do
All right.
another Arcana check. Come on. Plus 11, 27.
That will succeed.
Let's go. So it you notice a weakness, and I gain a +1 circumstance bonus to my next attack roll from devise a stratagem. It immediately convey this information to your allies as part of the check. Each ally gains a +1 circumstance bonus to the next attack roll.
All right, you know that its heads are its weak points.
Okay.
And we all now do
So-
too.
Okay, so we'll making that known, is that going to take an action? Or
No, that's part of that ability.
okay, so I'm making it no. Go for its heads. Then I'm gonna
Which one?
any of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna target. I'll say since the dragon's head is close to me, I had to hit it. 22.
Does not hit.
God damn, dude. All right, I guess last action will be a hit penalty, -4 penalty. 23.
Will not hit.
Damn. Well, at least we know something. That's my turn.
I'm feeling much smarter.
All right, who's next? Korakai.
Alright, I'm going to take advantage of this diagonal movement.
And everyone has a +1 in their next attack roll too.
Okay.
Sweet. And you guys see these familiar winds start churning up around Korakai, and as he reaches out and tries to boop the goat head on the nose and cast Tempest Touch. And that is a DC 21 Fortitude save.
It fails.
Sick. Here takes full damage in a 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speed until the end of the next turn. I don't know what that is.
So it just basically loses 10 speed.
Okay. And I misread that last time. It's 3d4 bludgeoning, so that's 6, and then 3d4 cold. 7. 6 plus 7 plus 3 electric damage.
Alright.
So 16 total. And let's see. Movement and that. And then. Actually, I'm, for just to use my last action, gonna take a swing at it.
Alright.
And I miss.
Okay, enraged, it will swing at the three of y'all.
Nah,
We'll say
TBA.
Dragon Jaws on Seelah, Lion Jaws on Quinn, Goat Head on Korakai. 38 with Dragon Jaws. Nope, sorry, -1 frightened. 37.
Wait, what? That's bad if it's to hit or damage.
He said minus 137.
31 with the Lion. And 25 with the Goat Head.
Okay.
Who was the goat head?
I do.
Korakai.
Okay.
Okay.
Goat head hits.
I'm hit.
I think you're critically hit because you said 37 on Seelah with the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's critical
No.
hit on me too. 31. Yep.
Wait, no, Geo's was a 37. I was a 31.
No,
Right?
dragon.
Other way around.
First. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
I get credit.
Wait, that's a crit even with my 25 AC?
Yep, 10 over.
37's 10 over.
Oh, 10 over. Okay.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Alright, 39 damage on Seelah.
I block and fucking go down. Do we go into the negatives with that? Like, do we add all of that damage?
No, you just hit 0 and die.
Okay.
Well, go into dying. Geo, you're very lucky. I rolled low on damage.
Probably.
24 damage.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm exactly 24. I'm dead. I'm down.
Korakai. 19 damage.
Alright. Manageable.
Alright, Seelah is down. Or Kyra, your turn.
Oh, Saren Ray, save me! And I run out. And as I run out, I want to knock one of the things off to try to shut the door and unlock the seal.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Holy shit.
If we make it through this, you're so fucked. On site.
Is this even in character?
I need to get out of here. Saren Rune has greater tasks for me. I told you we shouldn't have come down here.
Hope you get a stroke tonight.
The old fart.
Okay.
Hope your blood sugar rises and you fucking die.
Don't worry, he'll get his comeuppance. You moved 3 times, we'll say 75 feet.
Well, I would like to use one of my actions to try to knock one of these idols off to lock the door if I can.
That's at the very top of the path. They all are at the bottom of the path.
Okay, I just want to keep hauling ass them.
All right, 75 feet. Korakai, your turn.
All right. So
Actually, no, we'll do this so you'll learn how to do it. Seelah, I need a death saving throw from you. So it's just a flat DC 10 check.
11 or higher, you go up. 10 or lower, you go down.
11.
All right, you are with 1 health laying there.
He's still at 0, I think.
Is he? Oh, yeah, he is. Yep. No. Yeah,
I
you are
succeeded.
stabilized but unconscious.
If you lose dying conditions by succeeding a recovery check, yep, you're still at 0 hit points and remain unconscious.
Okay.
All right, Korakai.
all right. I'm going to. Let's see. Heal with. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use 2 actions to cast Heal. On Seelah. That gives it a 30-foot range and increase the hit points restored by 8. And 1d8. That. So 3 plus 8 for 11 healing on Seelah. And then I am going to boop this thing again. So I need a 21 fortitude save.
It fails.
Awesome, it fails. So it takes... Oh, you guys see this wind that was around me now is encompassing 10 meters around me and brings with it a downpour of rain and wind. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 bludgeoning. Plus 7 plus 3. So 7 bludgeoning, 7 cold, and 3, so 17 more damage. That is my turn.
All right. That was Korakai. Chimera again. We're going to do Dragon Head on you, Lion Head on Seelah. Nat 20 on you.
Oh.
I have a plus 5 for fire resistance because of the rain.
That is lovely, but it is acid damage.
Bummer.
Or poison damage, sorry. 48 damage on you.
Okay, I'm not.
Wait, on me?
No, on...
Oh, Korakai.
Okay. $29 to hit on you.
That hits.
Lion Head. $24 damage.
Down again.
Okay, I'm down again.
I'm up and I'm
So
down.
now you're at dying 2 or 3 or 4.
Dying 2.
How many times did I bring him
No,
up?
3 now. 3.
Yeah. Kyra's still running up the stairs, and that's my turn.
Alright, well, it's going to fly 40 feet at the end of its turn.
Oh, I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all.
Alright, and then next turn it will catch you. So we're gonna drag you back here.
Hold on, I get 75 foot of movement.
And it flies 40 feet, so it gets 120 feet of movement.
Not if it catches me with one of its actions.
It's catching you now!
Oh no!
Fucking eat him. Fucking eat him.
Alright, it will end its turn when it catches you, because that's the end of its movement.
Okay, fuck!
Good luck by
I wanna
yourself, you
make
got
note
this.
that there he's still like whatever far away from us. Like we're
Hold
not
on, hold
too
on,
close.
hold on, hold on.
You gotta try to.
Hold on, I can fix this.
You got like a
I
healing cantrip.
cast at my last first level slot. I cast Sanctuary on myself, and that gives me 1 minute to fucking run and try to knock one of these pedestals off. And then if it falls, I'm gonna cast it at second level and upcast it. And if it falls again, I'm gonna cast it. So I got 4 minutes of Sanctuary.
God, dude, worst cleric ever.
I got 4 minutes of Sanctuary. I'm trying to get away.
Now you know how he made it to old age.
Yeah.
Should have guessed.
Can I get out, DM?
I mean, it's faster than you, so even if you get out, it's just going to keep chasing
Eventually,
you.
it'll catch you.
Well, I want
Which
to
actually
try to close the door on it and get it killed.
It's faster than you.
I know, but it can't touch me.
Yes, but it doesn't mean it can't make it to the door before you close it.
I have cooties right now.
Yeah, it's going to chase you for
4
5 minutes.
Fuck. Well, can you give me chimera sounds for the next 4 minutes? Just as I reflect on my life.
In the meantime,
Wait a minute. I want to know,
Shouldn't have
does
gone
he
down
successfully close the door, leaving us down here separated from the chimera?
I was
Yes.
trying to save the greater good.
So he might have actually saved us.
he saved us and killed
Yeah.
himself.
Oh, yes.
But we're gonna
I mean,
die
if you
from
make your-
starvation eventually.
If you make your dying saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is Korakai still up?
No, I got whacked.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? Let's Zach's going to die off screen. We're not going to give him an honorable death.
Oh no,
Um,
Siren Ray!
if y'all would make your dying saves, let's see what happens.
Do you add anything to your dying save, or is it just a d20?
So every time you fail, it's 1 degree harder. So, like, let's say you're dying 1, you need an 11. Dying 3, you need a 13.
Okay. Well, that's a 5.
So you're now dying 2. Or dying 1, sorry.
Oh, 19.
So you're now dying 0. So 1 more.
17.
You're alive, or unconscious.
Sweet. Stable.
Yep.
Since this is my second time being down, it's dying
2, right? So 12.
Yep.
12. Damn it, 10.
So 13 this time.
11.
Alright, 14 this time.
How many levels of dying are there?
19.
13 this time.
God damn it.
There are 4.
14.
12.
Let's
Can
go.
we do
Let's
it?
go.
Can we do it? No!
Damn it. 7.
Alright, 13.
He's already dead. He was at dying 4. Once you hit dying 4, you're dead.
No, I never hit 4.
Oh,
Hit 3.
We went from 3 to 2 back to 3.
Alright, 13 this time. Oh,
And that's it. 4.
that's it. Seelah, you have 1 chance. You have to get a 13.
Okay. I hit a 16.
Alright. You need a 12.
12 on the dot.
Alright, 11.
17.
Alright, you're unconscious.
Hell yeah.
How the
My
fuck did I get
unconscious
that
buddy over here.
Oh.
Alright, thus ends the story of our adventure, having lost our ignoble cleric of Sarenrae, our lead investigator, the bird, and the paladin awaken, having just been absolutely crushed, knowing they've unleashed, or at least failed to stop, a great abomination from being unleashed upon the world.
Korakai, come to me.
Seelah.
We failed.
I believe both of my wings are broken.
I can't feel my legs.
I can't feel anything.
Man, that fucking cleric's a piece of shit.
You hear
Fuck that
echoes in the
guy.
hallway.
I saved your ass.
I can still hear his annoying ass voice.
I pull out of my pouch one of my. I think I only have one of these. Let me see how many I have. Yep. I hand over my elixir of life, a minor one, and I say, "Save yourself.
You must warn the others.
No, take it, Birdman. I have one as well.
Oh, thank God.
And I just down it so I can stand
I
up.
chug mine.
I stand up and brush myself off.
Ah, that fucking sucked.
Oh, tell me about it. Well, at least one great evil was purged while the other was set free.
Yeah,
And
hopefully.
by that I mean Kyra.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we should try to find a way out of here. Otherwise, we're just gonna starve eventually.
Agreed. And we both, I guess, make our way out of this tomb.
All right, you make your way back to the city and tell them what has happened. And that is the end of our adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Rest
beautiful.
in peace, Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious, down for the count.
I will have you know that thing was unfair to put you up against, which was the whole point.
Right. Did we even
So
at
it-
least put a dent in it?
Yeah, actually, y'all were only 30 points away from killing it.
See, we could have done it. I think we could have done it.
And honestly, I'm surprised. If y'all had crit, it would have been a lot better, because a crit removes one of its heads. But y'all didn't get a single crit.
Oh.
Dude, it
And
was
even if
nat
I
ones and
got
nat
crit-
20s all night, I feel like.
Yeah, like I got critted almost every attack for its first two, 3 attacks. If that didn't happen, I think.
So it
That'd be
has a plus 20 to hit, which means, yeah, you're
Jesus.
probably going to get critted.
Yeah.
But I did actually roll like a weird amount of nat 20s too, so.
Yeah.
Once
I
Seelah
also
decided to stay there, and even though Zack's character was running, I was like, you know, I could just at very least turn this little lower floor into a hurricane on the way out.
What would that have done? What does it do?
It becomes uncontrollable. It starts damaging everything around it, including you guys, and I can't stop it until I get knocked out or fall asleep for 8 hours.
You kind of nuke the heck out of everybody, too.
Yeah.
Well,
kinda nice. It's like
I was
self-destruct.
convinced that if we took those guys out, that the Chimera wouldn't come out, and
That is
so
true.
that was my last ditch effort to keep that from happening.
Yeah, had y'all succeeded there, it would not have happened, but
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
I have a
since-
Did you have to
question.
kill all the cultists on like a 2-round timer or something? Or 3-round timer?
it was 3 rounds, and that was my plan.
Yeah, because I got my
Um,
spell off, which means it had to be 3 because I had to move twice.
Does it reduce the health at all of the summon if we kill a certain amount of them? Does it benefit us at all?
I just made that up. There were no rules behind it.
Okay.
I just wanted to kind of put y'all up against hey, let's give y'all some beat sticks to swing against and see what happens, and then
Yeah.
give you a really tough monster to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I was excited to use shit other than my cantrips. I'm definitely gonna roll an Oracle on Kingmaker. Those things are dope as hell.
Yeah, combat's fun in Pathfinder. I like it more than D&D, I think,
Yeah.
in terms of just combat.
I know your character is a bit one-dimensional, but you still were able to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, even for a paladin, it feels like there's a few little things I can do. But I want to look at the build and see if there's something I can play that's a little more versatile as a paladin or as a champion.
Yeah, y'all do whatever you want. Build your characters, have fun. Like I said, if you don't like it, if you realize hey, this ability doesn't work how I thought it was, this character is just not, really living up to my expectations, I'll gladly switch y'all out. I have no problems with that. So feel free to take
Appreciate
the risk, take an adventure, have fun. And as we saw, even Sab's Investigator can hit super hard when everything lines up. It's
Yeah.
just because a character is great on paper doesn't mean everything else isn't great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
an investigator get a crit in some campaign, and he did 150 damage. It was insane.
Oh shit.
How do I get that? It's probably high.
It's
level.
it's like plus level 10 and all the stars aligned and they had debuffs and shit like that, and he rolled a crit and one-shot the thing almost. I think it was like all but 10 of its hit points.
Now, be forewarned, with Kingmaker, you will be starting out at level 1. So you're now, these characters were level 5, you're going to be a lot lower, so.
I wonder if there's debuff classes.
Oh, there absolutely are. Look into it. There's a lot of ways you can do it.
The Thermaturge, or what the hell is it called?
Thaumaturge?
Thaumaturge, yeah. He does some crazy shit in terms of figuring out weaknesses.
Well, even the fear stacking is really good.
Yeah, Fear is an amazing ability.
Like, that's the thing about Pathfinder, is like with like 1 or 2 debuffs and like 1 or 2 buffs, like Bless, you can swing the numbers by 5, which is like 25% on the dice. So
we will get into it. Like I said, on session 0, so each debuff has like a tag to it. I don't remember. There's 3 categories. One of them is infinitely stackable, right? So like, let's say you have 5 different abilities that cause a -1. If those 5 are all that category, they can all stack. But 2 of the categories do not stack. So like, let's say, I'm going to make this up. Do not take
like
this as
prone
bomb.
doesn't stack. Like, you're not going to be prone 5.
Well, no. So it'd be more like prone and bleeding don't stack, right?
Okay.
Just for example. So, but no, abilities by themselves don't stack unless they have more than 1 level. Like Fear is.
Now, could you do like poison 5 or something like that?
There are different levels of poisoned.
Okay.
But like, for example, again, this is not the rule, but let's say poisoned and feared don't stack, for example.
Oh, so there's like 3 debuff condition slots, and you can only
Yeah.
fill up those 3, or some of those can't overlap.
Yeah, but one of them is infinitely stackable. I will have a much better breakdown on session 0 and explain how it works. But for the most part, everything is at least stackable once.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's late. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this. We'll do session 0. Like I said, have at least an idea of which character you want to do, and we'll sit down and build everything together.
I'd be ready to do it in 2 weeks, just in case, like,